What up, Simon?
What's up? What's up?
Shit. Let's see who we
Hey,
got in the chat tonight.
man, you
We
ever
got
party in the chat?
we got Chris. What's up, Chris? Got Sleeper. Oh, I guess I can highlight him. I forget. I got buttons. We got Lance. Some chick that always follows me. I don't know why, but she's always here with me.
Fucker.
Terry, what's up? We got Canadian Family Life. Howdy, howdy. Fucking Judge. What's up, Judge? NBL. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a party tonight, don't we?
Yeah.
Y'all hit that like button.
Look at this guy here. What's up, Mike?
Mike Hapner.
We got Googie. Googie's in the house.
Oh, no kidding. Look at this, man. Sheesh.
Sheena
Miss Sheena.
and Hojo. Man, what's been up, Simon? I know we've been talking backstage, man, but we're live, so let's talk. Let's talk to everybody now, man. What's been up, dude?
Not much, man. I trying to catch up on my sleep. I was real tired the whole weekend, man. It's like no sleep. But I'm finally feeling better.
What's up, Al? I don't know
Hey,
if everybody noticed in the chat, but hey, look at this. These are new fucking Liberties, baby. Look at that zipper. Look,
Look at that color blue, man. Like dark blue.
dark blue. They're kind of snug, extra starchy.
Dude, when you take them off, you have like blue marks everywhere.
They ain't even been washed yet. Just fucking pimping the big Liberties. I had to order some more, man. My other ones are starting to turn white.
That's when they feel the best. Though.
Yeah, they do, man. They're great.
We'll go get on with color on blue again. Buy that powder.
I don't want to dye clothes. That's a pain in the
Maybe I'll cut the straps off all my old ones and get Lance to put RXTX barbecue. We'll do a giveaway. You get some actual authentic Liberty fucking straps. Ain't nobody giving that shit away. Ain't nobody giving that shit away. Yeah. Whoa.
Already, huh?
Yeah, I thought a bug was flying. There's a lot of bugs out here tonight. Yeah, man. So that's a thing that's going on.
3-piece Canadian tuxedo.
I actually got, man, I went on Amazon. I bought new socks. I bought new wife beaters. I bought new boxers, and I bought new Liberty overalls. I'm fucking.
Hey, that job paying well, huh?
Nah, dude, it's because my shit was all
It's going too
wore
fast.
out. My shit was all wore out.
Show off your beer koozie there, man. Look at that.
Oh shit! Yeah, look at here. Look what we got here.
Ooh.
RXTX. Uh-oh.
You had to get one, huh?
TDO, baby. Yeah,
Look at that.
got two of them. Don't just get one. Got some fucking TDO stickers. Yeah. So that's a thing too.
Eating ribs.
I just got home at like 7:10. I got home. That's why I didn't bug you about making no kind of banner or shit like that.
My tablet was dead, so I just plugged it in when you said about going live. So I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. So I mean, like this, like right here.
Has my internet skipped around at all since I just rebooted it?
Now you're good.
That's what's up.
I mean, y'all even look nice and clear, like 4K or whatever.
We're 4K, ultra 4K. Yeah. Nah, I came on. Like I said, I came on last night to George's live for a little while, but I had to catch the ass end of it, man. It was kind of. Yes, I am. Where you plug it in for me? Somebody's actually texting me right now. We'll see what happens. I know Russ said that he probably wouldn't be able to.
Right. Yeah. He's shooting a video, I believe today.
Shooting a video.
What the fuck?
See, that's what you get for fucking with my nipples.
I was just trying to peek. There's a cricket. I'm actually seeing crickets this year. Normally, I don't see them.
Crickets?
I've seen it, yeah. Seeing if it's shaped.
I've seen fucking crickets all goddamn year long, even during the middle of this drought.
You know what? I have not seen crickets around here.
Shit. Yeah, I sent Drunken Chef that fucking link, dude, but he didn't respond back. See if he wanted to jump on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my first skeeter.
Yeah, it sucks for what happened to him. I'm curious to see why. I mean, if he knows why.
Like I said, I think somebody was reporting his channel for some being a douchebag.
Yeah, that makes no sense. The nicest guy on fucking YouTube. I don't know why anybody would want to report him. Shit, if anybody's gonna report anybody, they probably report me. I shoot chud hats with the fucking homemade guns and shit. That dude's just nice. And
Like when you go to his channel, Simon was showing us. Like it doesn't even have me subscribed to him anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can't even see it. Right? I mean, you weren't able to find his channel at all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking bananas, dude. Yeah, I would get. I mean, I guess I probably wouldn't, but if I was him, oh yeah, I forgot. Chris is the nicest guy on YouTube.
Says the guy who says poo in our chat.
Poo.
The poo head.
Yeah, they terminated his channel for violating community standards. Like, how the hell does that happen?
And they won't tell you what the problem was, you know.
Mm-mm.
I've seen other channels go through the same thing, and they say that they were never given a reason why or what they did, you know.
Chef's channel was hacked.
Tesla something?
I guess that's something. I didn't know that could even happen.
Oh, I guess somebody got a hold of the password and did it. I mean, if that's the case.
Still, why would YouTube terminate his channel though? I mean,
If somebody else has access to it, they should clear the passwords.
Yeah, suspend the channel until they can figure it out.
Yeah, because I mean, all his monetization, his followers, everything, his videos, all that stuff's going to be gone, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then he's got his website where he's got his rubs, but you know he needs YouTube for that, you know, to promote his rubs and all that.
Yeah.
Sad. Hang on, it was changed to Tesla something. You know who makes me think of?
Goddamn Elon Musk. It's
No.
fucking Elon.
Oh, fucking pineapple.
Oh, fucking. Oh, toot flute.
Toot flute.
Oh, Toot Flute got a hold of his password. Yeah. That's just funny. I didn't even mean to say that out loud, but that just came out of my mouth.
What's your shirt say, Simon? That's awesome.
It's the wear this shirt to the bar almost every weekend, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Dark.
Yeah. Man, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I haven't been fucking active on YouTube or nothing. This job's been taking up all my time. I know I've been seeing new videos from everybody. Haven't had a chance to watch them. The chats. Fuck, I've even been kind of vacant on our Discord, you know.
Most nights he gets home, he showers, he eats, and he falls asleep before. I mean, just.
Bro, I'm
trying to catch up on videos
all day long. Like literally from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6:30 at night. I'm fucking walking, climbing, all that shit. But I don't know. Every day that fucking plan gets smaller and smaller. Believe it or not. Today I was looking at it. I was like, man, that's not that far of a walk. And the first day I was there, I was like, I'll never walk over there. I'll take a fucking bus.
What, Sheena? Never use the email. You signed up your channel to make a different one for email.
Fuck.
Okay, that's Lancinese to me right now.
I can't ever remember the password to my bank card. How the fuck I'm gonna remember different passwords to emails and shit?
Don't tell me your password is 1 2 3 4.
My password is password.
Caps lock ABC 1 2 3 4
Yeah.
with a period because you gotta have a fucking
What was
symbol.
that?
I got
What was
that
that
special
movie?
character.
What was that movie where his password was password? He stuffs the little mice and shit. Fucking
Dinner with
Steve-
schmucks.
Dinner with schmucks. Yeah. Say my password is PASSW.
See, same Jeff.
Yeah.
He's
Jeff
up
was
at
thinking.
4:30 in the morning, getting home at like 7 o'clock most nights, if not later.
Yeah. Fuck it. You know what?
Bosco.
Hey, look what I'm wearing, baby. New fucking drawers, new liberties. I'm doing this shit for a cause.
He did. He got new underwear. He was like, throw all the old ones away. I'm like, why? There's nothing wrong with them.
Cause
They
I
can
only
get into
wear
your stuff. Oh, gotcha.
I only wear new shit. I only wear new crunchy socks. I'm only wearing new crunchy socks from now on. Are you going?
What you need?
Well, I was gonna ask you.
Cerveza?
Yeah.
See, I know Spanish.
See, she knows 2 words in Spanish. Sí and cerveza.
See.
And way,
Wait, I don't know what that means though. Like
way. Way
Bro.
means way.
Web, what's up, man?
What's up, WAP? Yeah, man. So tell me what I missed on Tuesday's live, Simon. I didn't have a chance to really get on that either.
Shoot, there's a lot of giveaways that night. I had
Yeah.
what I had Russ and Boo on for most of, I think all night. Lep was in the background, I think, being Lep.
I mean, just on the panel. Yeah. Yeah, like I said earlier, I talked to Lep earlier, and he's watching football with Joey Edibles, so
Yeah.
what?
they're not gonna probably be on. This is gonna be the thing on Mondays. I can guarantee you, like people are gonna wanna watch football and shit.
Yeah.
We're way better than football.
Never, Lance. He never has skid marks. I did. Okay, so I was doing his laundry one day,
Oh,
and
shit.
they were like, there was a big spot, like half on the leg, half on his ass, and it was pink. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? I was like, because I knew it was penetrant. I know what color it is. He's like, I don't know. I was like, it had to have like sprayed or something in your pocket.
I had blood stains in my boxers on the ass. That's never any good. So we do a test, man. Let me explain what penetrant is. We do a test, or we spray a red dye on a weld, and we let it sit for a certain amount of time, and then we wipe it off, and then we spray like a white. So the white actually acts like a sponge, and if there's any cracks in the weld, that red dye will seep into the white, and it'll make it visible for your eye to see. So that's what it's super fucking permanent too. Like if you get that shit on your hands will be red forever. I had that shit all over my ass, all over my boxers.
Truffle butter.
I
What's up,
miss
Georgie?
Georgian.
Georgia Rose.
Oh, look at that. She changed her name to a Rose, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was Bailey coming out here. Yeah. Bailey's her little boyfriend been together 8 months now. So I had to send her money today so she could buy him something.
I told her, I was like, you realize normal people do like yearly anniversary gift things. But the thing was, he got her like a piece of James Avery jewelry last month. I guess just because. And so she's like, I gotta
That's
do
that
something.
that's that puppy love, bro. I'm gonna celebrate you every day.
See, he graduates this year and he's going into the military, so I'm wondering how that's gonna go.
She's gonna be all sad.
Good old boy.
He is.
It's all right. It's all right. I approve of him sometimes.
Like he'll come in and chat and hang out with us and shit like that, and she's just like, "What about me?" So
Oh, way too young, man. Way too young for that, man. It's like,
my ex-husband's daughter, her first boyfriend, like it was hard to get a word out of him. Like,
Y'all don't know about Christy's new skill. She's a fucking skilled floor professional now.
thanks to Wesley, good lord, I would have fucked so much shit up, y'all. I'm not even kidding, but I know how to lay floor now.
Yeah, she put fucking hardwood floors in one of the bedrooms.
yeah, and it was your sons you were working on, right?
Yeah.
Man, that looked
Bailey,
really nice.
Bailey's floor is next.
I was trying to do like Bailey's boyfriend at the end, just be over here.
It turned out really good.
Oh yeah, knee pads. I'm like, not even got a.
I
Be on that floor.
ended up with a damn blister. Like my knees weren't hurting, but I ended up with a blister from that. It was like a laminate or whatever, like a wood-looking laminate. So it's like, damn.
Help me now.
It turned out good. I showed up from work and this fucking Houston Astros room's got an orange wall and a blue wall and fucking floor and everything.
His baseball curtains came in today, but the brackets.
You ain't got
To
no
hang 'em,
pictures? Show
did not.
pictures. I know you took pictures. You're too proud not to take
Under
pictures.
the floorboard. The baseboard covered all the gaps. Ain't no gaps.
Yeah, no gaps. We fucking got that shit dialed in. No, it wasn't a blister on my hardwood. It was a blister on my knee. Will.
Money. Blister on money.
So. But hey, I mean, I'm learning new things every time I start a project. So, like, fuck, we ain't having to pay a contractor. I mean, it might not be contractor standard, but it's looking pretty damn good. So,
Man, I don't see it. I don't see a difference. It looks good.
I see differences, but I'm critical like that.
What are you gonna do? I'm at work, so shit that goes on at this house, I have no control over.
You just walk into like a different house every day.
I just walk in and say, "Wow, this is cool."
Well, like I told him, because I said after I did the girls, okay, Bea's room's almost completely done. I've got like one thing I need to organize, and I need to get her
crap about me.
TV hung up. Oh, about Sean?
You thought your best friend wouldn't tell on you?
We're talking shit.
I figured my daughter might be watching the show, but I guess not.
No.
She said no.
I was actually on the phone with him.
Is he coming over?
No.
Rude.
Boo.
It's already 8 o'clock.
Well, that's being responsible. I applaud that.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Ta-da!
What are you trying to do?
Read the comments. I'm blind.
You're getting
Yo, hold
glasses.
it there in your
I
hand.
want contact.
We're getting you some big old thick bottle glasses,
No.
big old Coke bottle, black rim fucking glasses.
Harry Potter?
Yeah, we're Harry Potter in
Harry
your
Potter's
ass.
weren't thick.
Well, Harry Potter style, but thick. No, I'm not wearing
We're getting you
this.
Give you some of them big old fucking binoculars.
Stop. That sounds horrible.
It's that red chuck that was over there earlier. They might be working on that place.
Hey,
I
I'm
think
trying to do a
they're
live
living
here, man. Y'all just fucking chatting it up.
Hey.
That's
I got 20 million people watching. They don't want to hear that
a
shit.
million. You're crazy.
20 million people watching. Bailey, come here real quick.
Tell all
Hey.
the 20 million.
Hold on a second now. You got the attention of some serviceman
Chris.
here.
Yeah.
So he's asking a question. What branch is the boyfriend going into and what's his MOS?
He doesn't know that yet. He is trying to figure out. He's gone from like going to the Marines to the Navy, not the Navy, the Air Force, but now he's leaning towards the Army so that he can pick his job or whatever.
What up? What
I
up?
don't know about it.
What's up, Joe?
But
What's up, Joe?
What's happening?
he doesn't really say.
Nothing much. Talking to my little girl about her boyfriend going to the service.
How old's your girl?
She's 15.
He's gone.
15,
Yeah, well, she'll be 16 in October.
and she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, man.
Oh
You know.
hell no!
Kids nowadays, man.
There was a dude on here from the service, and he was asking what branch you were doing.
Hey, I'm doing a live here.
I was asking
She's
so I could answer
trying
that
to
dude's
answer the
question.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Hey, Joe.
I'm just here, Joe.
I told them that I didn't know that you're trying to figure that out.
Dude, it's hard. It's hard to have a daughter and allow her to have a boyfriend.
How old is your daughter, Joe? What's up, Archangel?
He said Marine or Army.
16.
No, Marine or Air Force.
Probably Army. Neither.
No go on Army. He recommends Air Force or Marines. I mean, my uncle was a Marine. My aunt was in the Navy. So.
Yeah, 16. She has a little friend now. So
Yeah.
it's I met him for the first time, and I told her everything I was going to tell him. She's like, "Please don't."
Where's your glasses, Joe?
Oh, they're right here.
Okay.
So
I don't
Bailey
need him
has,
to see close. I need him to see far.
yeah, Bailey has her little boyfriend. He's like I say, he's a good shit. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You guys
He's-
talk to him?
Warm, polite.
Yeah, he's real respectful. He's
Yeah,
like fucking 7 foot tall, like 100 pounds, bro. You can see every vein in his body.
Not funny, Sheena. She has been warned, and yeah,
Yeah, that's a no go there.
no go.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they had. I'll tell you. I don't know where my daughter's at, but so she's like, he wants to meet you, and I said, okay. So what's the deal? Oh, we're gonna get together at the park, have a little picnic, and I was like, bullshit. I said, what do you mean a little picnic?
You can
we have a
picnic right
park-
in front of my trailer.
Yeah, we have a park in our neighborhood, and I said, well, I'm gonna tell him just that if he hurts you, I'm gonna kill him, and they'll never find his body. He goes, no, you can't tell him that. That's a threat. And I said, well, it is what it is. And she begged me to behave. So I told him, I said, hey, don't hurt my daughter. I said, you be nice to her and you respect her and you can hang with her. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sometimes I'll be in the living room right there. Well, in my living room, we have 2 living rooms, but I'll be right there in my living room, and he'll come in there and fucking sit down next to me. I'll be trying to watch a movie or something, and he's just over there yapping. I'm like, hey, bro, my daughter, like Bailey's room is over there. Like, go fuck with her. Like, get out of my goddamn,
Right?
get out of my face.
Oh, I didn't even like that here yet. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we see if you have a special on burger one weekend. We know what happened, right?
yes. So
Joe
you guys
does-
I was listening on my phone earlier. I heard you guys say somebody's channel got hacked or something.
Yeah, Drunken Chef.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah. It's been terminated. The
Yeah,
channel
they-
was.
terminated the channel.
yeah.
Really?
The whole channel just gone. Yeah.
that's crazy.
I sent him a link if he wanted to jump in and discuss it, but I guess he ain't seen it yet. It's just
Yeah.
crazy that happened, you know. You probably got all that 2-step verification and everything on your channel, huh, Joe?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but still, I mean, it's unfortunate. Unless he didn't have his account locked somehow. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Freaking Guggen.
I swear to God, Joe. You know what they say? Everybody's got a doppelganger. Like everybody's got an identical twin. I'm right now. Your identical twin works at Chevron, bro. He's a package
shit.
walker. I keep calling him Joe, like on accident. I'm like, "What's up, Joe?" And he's like, "My name's not Joe." I'm like, "I know, bro, but you're Joe to me."
Some guy told me the other day, or asked me at the food truck, "Hey, do you got a brother in San Antonio or something?" I said, "No." He's like, "Man, I swear he looks just like you, bro." I said, "No, it ain't me."
Be like, that's profiling. Not all Hispanics look the same.
Yeah, I know.
but a lot of them look like that.
Oh shit.
What's been up, dude? You been busy, Joe? Or what?
Oh man, it's crazy busy, dude. I've
I've
got a lot of shit going on. I was looking, I'm looking for a restaurant, so I was I went and looked at one today. This guy's moving out and looked at all the equipment he's got and what he's going to leave behind and everything that's included and stuff, but we'll see what happens. It's
It's in El Paso.
oh yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
What's
up, Steven?
You need to move to Houston, bro.
I think it'd be easier. I'd be busier if I was in Houston, man, because El Paso's not like, it's not like Austin, man, where they're out of barbecue at 2:00 and you better show up early, and there's a line and stuff. Like, it's not like that here. I mean, there's some days it is, but it's not, barbecue's not as big as Central Texas, Houston, Austin. I'm trying to get it there, but it's a lot of work.
Man, I'm telling you, if you came to Houston, what do we have here that I can think of right now off the top of my head? Truth Barbecue.
Interstellar is there, aren't they?
Yes.
I don't even know.
Yeah, Interstellar. They think they were number 2 in Texas, something like that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I mean, there's a lot of barbecue here in Houston, but it's not a lot of good barbecue. It's just a bunch of barbecue places.
Yeah, it's tough, man. This guy wants to move out in October. So what are we in September? He wants to move out at the end of October, which means I still have to talk to the landlord. If we come to an agreement, I've got to order food warmers. I have to order, I can go get a stove. That's no big deal, a fryer and all that stuff. But, to get signs out front, get the signs made for the restaurant. He's going to leave a lot of the chairs, the tables and stuff. It's a really nice place. Really nice place. All
Is
that
it
shit
close
takes
to where
time.
you are now?
It's probably 15 minutes away.
So it's not going to be like a huge change for your regulars and stuff like that.
No, it's still considered the east side of El Paso. And the east side where I live, it's like population overload. I mean, it's crazy. And this is south of like we have a loop 375. It's south of the loop. I'm north of the loop. Where it's population overload, but there's a lot of traffic. I mean, there's got to be, I don't know what the traffic count there is, but it's stupid crazy there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a big place, 4,500 square feet. It's got a walk-in. It's got a area in the back that I can turn into my It's got a kitchen on one side of the walk-in, big ass walk-in cooler. And then it's got like a prep area that I think would be my sausage making area. And then it's got it's just huge, man. It's got a small office. It's got a banquet room. It's nice, man. It's nice. 4,500 square feet.
Yeah, I think it'd be better for you though, because I know like you have to deal with the weather. The weather. That's
the number one thing. That's the number one killer, man. Is that if you come to eat at my food truck and it's 110 degrees out there, you're gonna sit outside, and people don't want to sit outside. They're like, hell no. I'm at lunch. I want to relax. I don't want to sweat out here.
Or if it's
so
raining or cold or everything.
Yep, it's windy. It's always windy there at the food truck park, and it's not like it should be gravel, but it's mainly dirt. And the wind kicks up the dirt, and
end up with a crunchy.
Yeah.
Brisket sandwich.
You buy one of them fucking just looking platters, and it's got dust all over it.
Yep. And that's the worst thing about being where we're at. So I know that's hurting our business because people don't want to go out there. Now it's it's in the lower 90s now, so it's not as hot, but it's still people don't want to go out there. Yeah, it's still hot. So I got to get umbrellas and
What would you do with the food truck?
I would keep it.
Is it for catering maybe or
Yeah, if there's events or whatever, load it up with food and go out there and vend somewhere.
Somebody's
But
fucking little rice burner just tore through here.
Roughage. That's not the kind of that kind of roughage would make me not go back. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I don't want to eat
Yeah.
anything grainy.
yeah, so it's my thoughts are if the I don't think I have to remodel anything in the restaurant. I like the layout of it. We just have to, get some equipment ordered and stuff, and
Lower up.
and
Yeah.
I think maybe operate the food truck in the parking lot until my equipment comes in. Maybe I can work something out with the landlord.
I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to get a brick and mortar. I'm gonna go to your fucking restaurant and I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm writing Randy Shifter real big with a marker on the wall.
For a good time.
Yeah, for a good time.
Call Joe's belly button.
Yeah, for a good time. You're back at home.
You guys were talking about stinky belly buttons the last time, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna start messing with my belly button. Man, I shouldn't have smelled my finger.
Oh my God.
It's terrible,
Smell like,
bro.
Smell like love, didn't it?
Oh my god.
Well, it was that chili dog episode where somebody had the picture of the guy with the chili dogs and had ketchup in his belly button.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh yeah, he was eating the fucking hot dogs. He was putting them in his belly button.
That's some nasty stuff, bro.
Yeah. That's that.
Remember, people, wash your belly buttons.
Yeah.
Who doesn't wash their belly button? Like that's a part. Like
It's nasty. It's like, I don't know. It's like
it's a little pocket of catch-all.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, you gotta wash it every time. It's like washing your butt crack every single time.
Yeah.
it
It's your front
smells,
butt.
man.
It's your front butt.
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
Oh God. Hey, Uncle Steve.
What's up, Uncle
What's up,
Steve?
Steve?
Uncle Steve, I got a new flavor for you. It's called belly button.
Belly button jam
Don't
or
do it,
something.
Steve.
Yeah.
Don't
Belly
do
button glaze.
That glaze.
Belly button glaze.
Yeah. Hey Joe, I don't know if you noticed, buddy, but hey, I'm pimping some new Liberties tonight.
Liberties
These overalls, man. My
with the
fucking
green
overalls.
with the green zipper. It still has a tag on it.
it.
What is it?
Does it?
Oh
It's
no,
Liberty.
it's just Liberty.
Oh, is that?
I'm
I don't know
telling you,
anything
I'm
about
telling you,
overalls.
Once you go overalls, you never go back.
What are you wearing under them overalls? Anything?
None.
Just boxers. Just
Oh.
boxers. I got new boxers on too, though. No big
Are they-
deal.
Are they cotton or are they polyester?
Yeah, this is getting a little weird, Joe.
Shit.
They're cotton.
Okay.
I went and
'Cause-
I bought new socks, I bought new boxers, I bought new wife beaters, and I bought new overalls. So I'm pimped up now.
Is that what you wear to work? Overalls?
No, I wear coveralls. I gotta wear FRs to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to have fire retardant clothing. These aren't. I guess when I was a kid, man, my mom probably put me in onesies a lot, so I tend to wear onesies no matter where I'm at. I
Yeah.
wear onesie overalls, I wear coveralls. I don't even think I own a pair of blue jeans and a t-shirt, but that's when I go to like court and funerals and shit like that.
You ever wear shorts?
Nah.
No, you're not a shorts guy.
I mean, I guess I do have a couple pairs of shorts, but I hardly ever wear shorts.
It's too damn hot.
And if
to
I
wear
do
all that
wear
shit.
shorts, I still got on boots, so I'm that guy. I'm that funny looking guy that has shorts and boots. What's up,
This
kid?
side is no ribs. What's up, Cant?
Yeah. You always wear shorts on Joe.
Shit, yes, bro. I told myself when I left the corporate world, I'm never wearing pants again. That's all I wore is slacks and dress shoes and dress shirts for 24 years.
Yeah.
Daisy Dukes.
Spares are good as long as you get the right kind.
Sheena's still over there playing with her new barbecue pit, huh?
You'll never buy spares again? Wow. I don't think I'll ever buy baby back ribs again. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I like spares. I like
Heck yeah.
doing the whole spares. Have the belly on it.
Yeah. There's
You know, the way I've been doing my ribs lately is I take my ribs, I cut the rack in half, and I wrap them in foil and I season them, and I put them on the pit until they get about 180 degrees wrapped in foil, and then I unwrap them and put them on the open fire. Like I cook them on the Santa Maria. That's the way I've been doing them lately. Like fuck a 3-2-1 rib. This is the way I've been doing them, man. They turn out perfect, man.
Please don't stand up.
Hey, Tom.
No Max pantalones.
No mags, pantalones. Joe Pantalones. Chris, you're hilarious.
Man boobs.
I'm gonna film some lamb boobs.
Entertain them for a second, babe. I gotta go get another can. Go get another can. I'll let y'all see my liberties while I walk away.
And you can't even see his underwear. Oh, sorry,
So
Russ.
what's with
Hey,
look at Russ all Hawaiian out.
Yeah, he's getting some freaking. He's got some damn. Oh, what the fuck's his fucking name? He just died.
Jimmy Buffett.
That one. I'm getting Buffett vibes.
Yeah, that's what I just did. I did a tribute video to Jimmy Buffett and recreated his cheeseburger in paradise.
look at your color.
Nice.
We just got home.
It looks like you went to a party.
Huh?
Looks like you went to a Hawaiian party.
Shit, this is the way I used to dress all the time, man.
Yeehaw.
Russ got that Jim Morrison necklace on.
The choker.
Puka shells.
That puka
I
shell.
went to Amazon. I gave my wife one. It's black and white. I ordered. It come 4 of these to 1 pack for $12, and I said this matches that shirt somewhat, so I'll go with that one.
You look kind of Jimmy Buffett right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Where's your margarita, damn it?
Oh man, that was a tasty burger built just the way he described it. I'll show you. This is not the thumbnail because I've got to remove this. But anyway, that's the burger.
The Jimmy Buffett burger, is that what you're gonna title it?
That's the cheeseburger in paradise. It's got
That's
a big hunk of meat, warm bun, Munster cheese. I like mine with lettuce and tomato, Heinz 57, and French fried potatoes. I cooked French fries and a big dill pickle too.
So what's
what's
the title gonna be, Russ?
It's on Drop Friday probably. I'll start editing tomorrow. And
You have a title for it?
Huh?
You have a title for it?
I'm working on that. I'm going through vidIQ trying to get the highest ranking title I can come up with.
Jimmy Buffett, the Jimmy Buffett burger, and then what was the name of it? You said
Cheeseburger. You ain't never heard of Cheeseburger Burger in Paradise?
No,
Oh my God, where you been?
The only one I know is freaking Margaritaville.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, Cheeseburger in Paradise come out a year later in 1978.
Oh, shit.
Margaritaville come out in 1977, and then just a ton of other music since then. You know,
He did a lot of he paired up with a lot of artists to sing songs.
all right.
Is
What'd
that
you
your
say,
roommate?
Joe?
Is that your roommate?
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
No, I said he sang a lot of songs with other artists and stuff, you know.
Yeah, he's done a few. He did that one with Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
I think that was 2010 or something at 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, and then
That song went #1.
Yeah, that's a good song.
But he couldn't take all the credit for it, you know.
You know, Jimmy Buffett, Alan Jackson, George Strait, all of them, they all had that same boat. What is it called? A marathon boat or something? Like custom made fucking yachts.
Oh, you ought to see Jimmy Buffett's one he bought just not that long ago. Good God. I sit there and watch him build it on a video. I've researched the hell out of this video. But Jimmy Buffett, I mean, yeah, he was a singer and all that, but that was a smart son of a gun. You talk about knowing how to make money, merchandise, and everything about his brand. But it wasn't just that. He owns all the Margaritavilles. I had some Land Shark beer. It's Margaritaville Brewing. He owns that label, makes their own. I mean, just he died. He died. His net worth, not the whole thing, but just his net worth was $1 billion. He was doing
Jesus.
something right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Oh, he owns all the Margaritavilles. He really does.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all
shit.
his. We got one right here in Biloxi, big
Oh,
casino
man.
in Margaritaville. He's got them all over the place.
Where was he from?
My hometown, Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Oh shit.
I've got footage of the house he was raised in. He come back to Pascagoula in 2015 and dedicated a little bridge. And I explained the story why that bridge was important. And they dedicated that bridge to him, painted it up, called it Buffett Bridge, got a sign right there for it and everything.
Yeah,
But I get in all that in the video explaining why that bridge was significant to the rest of his life. You know, I go through all that.
I just realized
Yeah,
my
he was
flag
born in
fell.
the same hospital as me because
wow.
it was the only hospital. He was born in 1946, and I was born 12 years later in 58. And a year after that, in 59, they had been building a brand new hospital on Highway 90. Now, over the years, that hospital's gotten bigger, 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 and bigger. So I drove through there last week and got some footage of what that hospital looks like. Just real brief B-roll run as I'm talking about it, you know. So, yeah, I enjoyed this video, man. It was a lot of build up to it and a lot of
That's
research, making sure I got my facts right and everything, you know. But
That's what's up.
yeah, absolutely.
I guess the cat
Hear
was
me.
If
crawling around
something-
my studio. My flag's behind my meat grinder over here.
What
If
is
My flag, my Texas flag, it fell
Oh,
off the
okay.
wall and it's stuffed back here.
Mm.
Freaking cat.
yeah, if something happens to me, Christy inherits $15,000. That's it. And a fucking 1982 Boston Whaler.
That'll be enough to buy you a box.
Yeah, not billions, not millions, not billions. Just
I'm
you get what
cremating you. You're not
Okay.
getting buried.
Sonoran dogs.
A couple
Ah.
thousand and some change.
If you want a Sonoran dog, almost have to make it at home. I mean, we're pretty close to Tucson. We're only like 5 hours from Tucson, but it's big in Tucson. But if you want a Sonoran dog, you almost have to make it yourself.
Ford fucking Ranger. When I'm cremated, I want to be put in a douche so I can run through that pussy one more time, baby.
Hashtag yeast infection.
I remember I did my version of a Sonora hot dog years ago when I lived in Gulfport, and I don't know if it's right, wrong, or what, but it was damn good, man. I remember that.
You know, it's all about the bread, man. And then they wrap their hot dog, and they got to be all beef,
Yeah,
wrapped in bacon.
Wrapped in bacon.
And then they put mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup, and fried onions, and a white. They call them güeros, chiles güeros. They're white chiles. I don't know what they are, what species.
Yeah,
they
mine
are.
wasn't even close to what you just described. I was putting on there what was coming to my head, what I thought would be good, and it was. It had mango on there and some different fruit. It was good, man. Mix of that smoky bacon and that all beef dog, man.
It even has beans in it. A little bit of pinto beans, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Sonoran dogs are big in Tucson. There's the Battle of the Sonoran Dog. There's two places, Huero Canelo and BK was the name of the places. There's actual YouTube videos on those two places.
What is it called? A Sonoran dog?
Sonoran dog.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before.
But if you go to YouTube and just look at Huero Canelo, which is Huero Canelo is I don't know if you white folks know this, but a Huero Canelo is a white man.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, it's a redhead. Is all it is.
Yeah.
But the reason they call him Huero Canelo is because the owner is from Chihuahua, but he's white. He's as white as Randy is, but with red hair. So that's why they call him Huero Canelos. Like Canelo, the boxer Canelo.
Yeah.
Canelo's one of them. You know how he's really light complected, but with red hair. He's a Huero.
Red hair.
That's why they call him.
He must have some Irish in his blood or something.
Yeah, that's why they call him Canelo, because they call him cinnamon, I guess.
Canelo is cinnamon.
Yeah, Canela. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. Have you seen fucking Canelo lately, bro? He looks fucking just retarded, bro. His waist is like little bitty, his legs a little bitty. He's so fucking swole.
Really?
Yeah, look at. I seen him on Facebook today. It looks photoshopped the way he looks, man. He looks like a tick, bro. His fucking upper body is so big, but he got the tiniest legs.
So he's getting ready to fight somebody.
Yeah, he's getting ready to fight.
He skipped leg day.
Every single day.
Chris, you're hilarious. You white folks.
Yeah, it looks fucking. It looks like I said, it looks Photoshop, man. The way he looks right now.
You know, I always wondered why are white people, black people, but when they refer to us Mexicans, they don't call us brown people.
No.
What's up with that, man?
I've always referred to not just Mexicans,
Sounds offended now.
really Puerto Rican. I mean, just in my own mind, to me, it's more Hispanic.
Yeah.
You know, which kind of covers a lot of different areas, I reckon, but maybe it don't.
Everybody's
got a dip yard, man. Them Mexicans that we had working there did not like Puerto Ricans, and Puerto Ricans didn't like them. Them two huge, man. Yes.
Don't call a Spanish person Hispanic either.
Well, that's
they get pissed.
I mean, you go
I think
into
it's more offensive
Walmart,
when
they
you
have
call
a
them
Hispanic section.
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's just.
I think it's more offensive when you call them Mexicans. Like when somebody says, "Hey, are you Mexican?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not Mexican." So a Mexican is from Mexico, like an African is from Africa, right?
Right.
So, like, I guess if you were to title me or put me under a title, it would be Hispanic. So
you're of Hispanic descent, but you're an American.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm a Duke Mixters.
I have a lot of stuff in me, you know.
I would just say, "¿Qué onda, way?" That's what I would say.
So the correct way is I am Hispanic of Mexican descent.
Right.
That's
there you go.
That's the correct way. But a lot of people don't understand it.
I would say I'm an American with Mexican parts.
I say, "Oye, mi gente, dame uno kawama."
Most Americans, most white Americans are really a Duke's mixture of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've got Irish in my blood from my dad's side, Pennsylvania Dutch, a lot of Choctaw Indian on my mom's side. Her grandfather was full-blooded Choctaw, which made my grandmother, he would have been my great-grandfather. My grandmother was half-breed. And so those genetics passed right on down. Even I got them heavy eyelids and stuff, you know, like the Choctaw Indians have.
But them Whitaker eyes.
But I'm too white to be called an Indian. You know what I'm saying?
You ever seen that shit on YouTube? The ones that are
soft white underbelly.
Soft white, the Whitakers. They're over there from fucking like Virginia or something. They do the bark.
Yeah,
like that's a new thing now. Like when you see a fucking bitch, you're like, "Hey, that bitch has Whitaker eyes." They're all fucking.
Yeah, I guess nowadays being a white man is offensive because it wasn't that long ago they were saying try to be less white. You know, it's like what?
Irish and German.
How do you be less white? If you're white, you're white. You know, if you're
I have no idea.
Black. If you're red, you're red. Whatever, yellow.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck I am. You know, my last name's not really Shifter, believe it or not. But I have no idea what the fuck I am.
Your last name is not Shifter?
Nah.
Your
Get
dad
out of
looks
here.
like you had some Hispanic.
What is your last name?
My dad spoke.
Don't tell me it's Martinez.
My last name is Tankersley.
What is it?
Tankersley.
What is that?
Tankersley?
Who knows?
Hey, let me go to Google.
Yeah,
Google.
Spell that. Spell that.
Tankersley. Tankersley. No, I didn't.
Wow, I've never heard that name. Yeah, I don't blame you. Just stick with Shifter. That works.
Randy Gonzalez. Wasn't there a wrestler named Randy Savage?
Tankersley. Tankersley.
Hey, turn that belly button inside out, man. Let's see what's on the inside of that thing.
What are you doing? Well, no, you haven't taken a shower.
He needs you to pick the lint out of his belly button.
My belly button don't stink.
He's like, he doesn't ever stink. Like, he's like, I
have
stink.
no-
I'm like, you have no BO. Like,
I have no
it's
idea what the
weird.
fuck I am, dude. I have no idea what the fuck I am. Like, I could be, who knows, Scandinavian.
But why do you go by Randy Shifter on YouTube? Is that just
Shift your kidneys.
Because my middle name is Kidney. I'm Randy Kidney Shifter.
your middle name is Kidney?
Joe.
Hey man, I'm gonna believe everything because I don't know the truth.
That's a nickname I was given. Yeah, you fucking Kidney Shifter. So
Oh shit. Hey, so your last name is Tankersleigh?
yeah.
You ought to do one of those. My son just had it
He's
done. My
looking you up,
youngest,
man.
where they do your DNA and see
Okay.
what all's in you.
Here's what you are, bro. It says you have a 99.9% chance of being gay, number one.
Oh shit.
But I'm joking. All right. So Tankersley name meaning English. So you're English. West Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. It says habitual name from Tankersley in Yorkshire, named from the Old English personal name Thancred, genitive, whatever, Old English, woodland clearing. This surname has now died out in Britain. So,
Yeah. That's what I
They
just
all
read
went
too.
to America.
so
Yeah, I've
Holy
got
crap.
British in my thing too. My on my grandfather's side, my mom's father, his last name was King, King, and so was hers before she married my dad. But anyway, somebody ran that ancestral thing or whatever. But his family came from England, So I got some of that in me. I got a little bit of everything, man.
So there's variants out there of Tankersley, and thank God you're not this one because the first one is Donkersley, like a donkey, and the variant is Dunkerley, C. Dunkley. So yeah, it says British. So you might be British, dude.
My whole life, I've never met another Tankersley.
There's a bunch of them whenever you type it in on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Facebook.
Yeah,
It was
my whole
family
life,
was found in the USA and the UK between 1840 and 1920. The Tankersley families were found in the US in
Joe's
1880.
fucking 21 and me.
It's an interesting. I've never heard of that name before.
I never have. I'm 41 years old, man, and I've never fucking stood next to somebody that said, "Hey, well, I have the same last name as you." It ain't like Harris or Johnson or something like that. Like it's an odd last name.
So look at this. 24% of the Tankersley men worked as farmers, and 11% of Tankersley women worked as seamstress. And then 5% were gay. It says here.
Yeah, I probably follow the 5%. That's why I like belly buttons so much.
So look, so 24% were farmers, 20% were laborers, 6% were salesmen, and 5% were farmers. That's crazy.
That makes sense because I used to grow weed and I used to sell it all the time, and then I would give the stems and seeds to my mom, and she'd weave hemp. I'm just joking. That never happened.
Dude, there's some interesting stuff online about that. Your last name, bro.
Yeah, my last name really isn't Shifter. I go by Shifter on social media, but
Because his Facebook page got shut down too many times.
yeah, my original Facebook page was his history.
I'm glad it's not your real name because Shifter sounds a little shady to me anyway.
Yeah.
But
A little shifty.
Little shifty.
That is so cool, man.
Yeah. It sucks for me when I have to sign fucking 1,200 torque tags at work because I got to write Randy Tankersley on every one of them. That's why RXTX happened. That's where RXTX come from because I just shortened my name to RXTX because writing that fucking last name is a pain in the ass.
That is neat. It's a neat last name. I like it.
well, at least it's not as uncommon as my name. I mean, we're rare. Jones is.
Yeah, and Martinez is. Shit, there's not a whole lot of us.
I've never met another Jones and I've never met another Martinez. I'm going to say.
I'm a
My
Vaughn.
best friend growing up, his last name is Brown. I'm a Jones. He's a Brown. It's like as common as you can get. Or
Yeah.
Smith. Smith is very common.
Dude, believe it or not, like I've been fucking interrogated by police that think that I'm making up my last name. I'm like, dude, my last name is Tankersley. They're like, give us your real name. I'm like, fucking Brown. All right, Randy Brown.
Well, you might be related to what's his name from Braveheart.
Who's that?
What was that? What was the actor's name in Braveheart?
Mel Gibson?
Mel
No,
Gibson.
but his character name.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
William Wallace.
Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be related to William Wallace, Randy.
Oh,
You can walk around in a Scottish skirt, man, and be okay.
Yeah,
No,
but
Jordan.
he's Scottish and
A kilt, yeah.
British.
I dare you to order a kilt online and live up to your roots.
get this in the bagpipe.
She went British.
Like I can see Randy wearing a kilt and playing a bagpipe.
Well, the one Lev has, it's a kilt, but it's made for barbecuing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
shit,
Get
that's-
like pockets and like stuff to hang on towels and stuff.
I'll cut these Liberty overalls off and make a little skirt out of them.
Shit.
My wife's and all that stuff. Guys that wear kilts and anything Celtic symbols and all that stuff, I don't even understand. I'm like, whatever.
So if me and Christy ever get married, she'll be a Tankersley.
Nice.
Those are all kills.
Yeah.
Overall kilt.
Well,
Good
I mean,
breeze.
like I said, my last name's Vaughn. There's
Yeah.
some of us, but it's not. There's not like a whole bunch of us.
Daniel Vaughn, that's your uncle.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Daniel
We'll call
Vaughn.
Daniel Vaughn and we'll have him fucking go see Joe.
Yeah.
We already
Again.
did.
Again, yeah.
So you guys want to know a little fun fact?
Sure.
So I hired a chef for my food truck,
Oh,
and she went to school, culinary school, with Evan Leroy from Leroy and Lewis.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, oh wow.
Is she known? I mean, has she like been in the scene with them too?
Is she what?
Has she been in like the barbecue scene with them and all that? Like,
Oh yeah. She has been.
what's she look like?
What she look like? I don't know. She's a female.
So there's a Tanker City, Texas.
Yeah, Evan Leroy is an amazing chef. But they
That's
went to the
where,
same culinary school.
That's where Chud used to work, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they went to the same Cordon Bleu in Austin, someplace.
Yeah,
Too fancy for my ass.
no big deal.
Concho River.
cool.
Yeah, the history
Damn.
of your last name is pretty cool, Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah, that's for sure,
I
Al.
know. I know. I got that fucking tattoo. I know. I got that tattoo on my stomach when I was like fucking 20 years old, man. I was like, God damn, I wish my name was a lot shorter.
What does it
Should
say
be-
around your neck? Moreno?
No remorse.
Northern Hordes?
No remorse.
Oh, no remorse.
Northern Force.
No regrets.
No
No
regrets.
regrets. This is no regrets.
I specialized in research. Joe went to Cordon Bleu. Oh shit! Look at you, man.
I love researching stuff, man.
That
That's-
was
Did
our
you
last
shoot it?
one.
That's last
Yeah.
week's episode.
That was the last
Really?
episode. That was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to bring out the gun that we made. It
I saw
turned
that
out-
you guys fired it. It was like a man-made rifle or something.
Yeah, it was a BB gun that shot
Slash
a.
410.
It shoots a pellet into a firing pin. The firing pin hits a 410, and the 410 fires. And it
What'd you shoot
turned
at?
a BB gun. We shot at a beer can. We needed some other cool stuff to shoot
Shot
at,
the
so I
hat.
shot the hat. That was on. My buddy Greg was over here last weekend. That was a fucking catastrophe of a show. I felt bad
Yeah.
when I rewatched it because I was like, nobody even said nothing. Everybody's just on the panel, embarrassed to be on my panel.
It was pretty cool. Who was that chick that was out there with him? Was that his wife? Somebody that brought him food. He was eating food out of a takeout box.
That was
Bailey and Sean.
yeah, Bailey.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
your daughter
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
daughter.
and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He just started eating out of her to-go box, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, they went out to eat. They came back. They brought some food.
Oh, I
Greg
thought that
don't
was
put
his
that food.
son, and that was shit. I thought
Nah,
that was
that
his
was-
wife, your daughter.
No, that was my daughter and her boyfriend.
Oh, I gotcha.
Greg's younger than me.
Yeah,
Greg.
Greg's a big ass kid.
How old is he?
Pardon me.
32, I think.
Yeah, like
Oh,
32.
gotcha.
He got that dick tattooed on his thigh.
I forgot about that.
Oh man. So like him and like 5 other people. So he was staying at a house with a tattoo artist, and the guy was from Vietnam. The guy's from Vietnam. You can check him out on Instagram. His name is Heavy Hand Tran. That's our boy Chino. But everybody got like a different design dick, and then Chino got like a little tiny one like that big tattoo because he's
Oh,
Vietnamese. You know, it's funny.
That is hilarious.
The fucking Chino is a badass tattoo artist too, man. If you're looking for some work and you're in Houston, you want a fucking tattoo, Chino's fucking dope ass. I mean, I would love to get a tattoo by him, but he stays so busy. Probably get my TDOs when I get these TDOs tattooed on me.
Oh man, I put your sticker on my food truck window,
Did you?
Randy. Yeah, I actually recorded it. I think. What the
I
hell
got
did
We
do?
bring you the camera. Thank you.
It's a little sticker.
What is that? Italy?
That's Italy.
The bearded butcher. The
Oh.
bearded Italian.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
sent me a note saying he got that candy we sent. Here's a magnet right here. It's on your refrigerator. And then
I
he's
noticed
got-
Brian's coming back.
See it, Randy?
Yeah, appreciate that, Joe. That's
I like
badass.
I can stick
Thank you.
this one right here. Perfect.
You're right under Chud's barbecue.
All right, that makes sense. I mean, shit, I'm right under Judd's barbecue in the real
Actually-
world. Too.
You're under the sticker that says "Big Bitch Cartel."
Even better.
Yeah.
Make the bigger right.
Excuse me, I've got something down my
Let me
throat.
put you on solo.
Let
Hold
me
on.
play it. Let me
Yeah,
play
go ahead
it
and
again.
replay it. Go ahead and replay it.
See the Big Bitch Cartel sticker?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tight. I'm just glad to be on a famous person's truck.
You're on there, man.
So Lewis, my grandmother's name is Helmer. Helmer, Helmer. So I don't know if that puts any fucking pieces of the puzzle together.
He's doing research on your family, man.
I don't know my dad's mom. I don't know my dad's dad. I don't know anything. So I know my dad. That's it. I don't know anybody on my dad's side of the family.
Hmm.
And my dad bounced and went to Hawaii when I was 14. So I really don't even know much about him. Besides going and fishing and, surfing and shit in Hawaii when I'd go visit him during the summer.
Hey, John L.
Is he still there, or is he still
Nah,
living?
he's dead. He died.
Or did he?
Mhm.
How old was he?
I don't even know.
You're about Derek and Chad's age, and I'm 64. I'm just basing it off of that.
So he died. I've been in this house for like 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
He probably died like the second year I was in this house. So
In,
he died.
in Hawaii.
Yeah, he died in Hawaii.
Why was he there? Was he working there, or
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors. Supposedly, so my daddy was a bandito. And supposedly some things happened and he got exiled out of the states
okay?
to try to avoid that. There's a lot of shit, a lot of talk.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole truth. I never talked to nobody, but I know for whatever reason he went to fucking Hawaii. He lived over there. he died over there. So
Damn.
I know he was a biker.
Yeah.
into drugs and stuff like that. So probably
Yeah.
wasn't a good idea. I mean, a good thing that the reason why he went over there. But
Well, you turned out pretty good, for your dad to have been in all that stuff. You
yeah,
work, you
y'all seen my mom on here. My mom's a fucking saint, dude. Like my mom, she
okay.
helped me out a
He
lot.
raised you then. I got you.
Yeah,
Well, that's good that you were old enough to discern the difference, between
I don't.
that
I don't.
lifestyle and the one she was trying to raise you in.
So I have a sister that's 5 years older than me. We share the same mom and dad. Yeah, that's my mom and dad had 2 kids, and I got another little brother, but he's my half brother. But my sister's like fucking Mensa smart. Like all bullshit aside, she goes to college and gets degrees for fun. Like she's always been that way. She's 5 years older than me, and I think she has like 8 degrees.
Wow.
She got a degree in horticulture just because she wanted to garden better.
Hmm.
Like she's constantly in like online schools and shit. She's like Mensa smart, dude.
I had a friend like that. That's what she would do. I mean, she'd take degree after degree, and she was my age when she started. I ran into her like 10 years after I graduated, and she was still in school, so learning stuff.
My sister has a very successful logistics business. She owns her own business. She does the logistics and shit.
I come
And
from old school back when they said I do, they stayed I do. My mom and my dad was married
Mm-hmm.
my entire life until I watched them both pass away. My mom first, and 11 years later, my dad. He was almost 90.
that's my grandma. I mean, my grandma when my grandpa on my mom's side, my mom's mom and dad.
Yeah,
When my grandpa passed away, my grandma never remarried.
yeah. Times has changed, man. The divorce was a dirty word when I was growing up. Nobody got divorced. And then later, by the time the 70s come in, it was coming more and more common now. Nowadays, everybody gets divorced. Most people do. That. I
Right.
mean, even me, I'm on my fourth marriage. Even though I wasn't raised around that, but I don't know what changed.
Fourth marriage, Russ?
Huh?
You,
Yeah,
good Lord.
yeah. My two kids came from the same woman. My first marriage, which was 20 years marriage, but by the time we got divorced, all the women that were available were freaking crazy because they done been through a world of shit all their life. And I ain't lying. It's like hooked up with a bipolar bitch, and then had multiple personalities, and wasted 5 years of my life with her.
But Russ was a stud muffin, man. Have you guys seen his early videos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This,
he's showing us
this guy
pictures
was
of
a
him
this
in
guy
younger
was a
days.
stud, man.
Well, I'm still a stud muffin. What you talking
Shit,
about?
motherfucker, I'm still a stud.
Look at that necklace. Yeah.
Let me
Shit.
straighten my hat
That's Fanny
out.
dropper
There we
necklace
go.
there, man.
I live in Texas, man. So the fucked up thing about it in Texas is they pin you down. They common law marry you,
Yeah.
even
But
if
Russ
you don't
is
want to be married.
Russ is too much man for one woman.
Did they do
Yeah,
that shit in
I had
Mississippi?
to I had to
Rita's
split
going
it
down there
split it
and kick your
around,
ass.
share.
What's that,
Did-
Chrissy?
Tarina's gonna come down there and kick your ass.
What
I ain't
what
saying
happened?
nothing. She knows my history.
Russ is too much man for one woman.
Oh, is
They
she
do-
watching Russ? I'm sorry, Miss
No,
Jones.
she ain't watching. She's in the living room.
Hey, Russ can sing that song, Me and Mrs. Jones, at karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing
Shit.
going
No, did
on.
they have that shit in Mississippi, Russ? That common law marriage shit?
No, Alabama does.
Yeah, so
But,
Simon, Joe, me,
Texas,
we're all
yep.
in Texas, man. Texas will fucking pin you down, and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no such thing as a common law divorce. Once they fucking stab that fucking knife in you, you got to go through the whole full scale divorce, give up half your 401k, house, everything.
In this state, I think you got to be married at least 10 years, which I think me and Trina has been now, before they can get any kind of alimony or anything. you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Texas, it's supposed to be like that. 10 years if you're
Yeah,
that's some
married.
bullshit.
For
That's what it
Illinois.
is here. But shit, I know a guy in Alabama. They were only together like 5 years, and man, it was just like they had to go to lawyers and everything. He had to give her all this stuff, and they wasn't even married. It was
Hmm.
common.
Lewis is still researching.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So, boy, that's
This guy said
messed up.
he studied research, so he's looking you up, Randy.
You need to get the hell up out of that state. That's the way it
well,
is.
shit. Let me know, Lewis. Let me know what you find out about me, because I don't even know about me. I
Who's
know
that
tomorrow.
South Texas cattle and hay? Who's that?
That's Lewis.
Yeah, that's
Lewis
Lewis.
I don't know his last name.
Nah,
Trumpet Master?
No, fuck no. He ain't
Oh.
here. He's blocked.
What I call him earlier? Toot flute. We
Toot
don't
flute.
fuck with toot flute on this channel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we don't fuck with toot flute on
He
this
buys
channel.
subs and views and everything else. And
The only thing I know about me is what time I have to wake up and be at work,
holy shit!
and what time I get off work. That's all I know.
In Canada.
Duh.
Hey, was it
Yeah.
Cypress? Was it Laura that I think I mentioned it on somebody's live the last time, but remember that couple that would come on and they were always drinking on the live? Is that Laura or is that somebody else?
Somebody else.
It was a man and a
It's Hobo and
That's hobo and she.
no, it was an older couple, and I think they were from Canada. Or they were from Canada. They were in Phoenix, and she was always on the camera, and he was always in the background drinking beer. What was their name? No, it's not Russell.
Damn, why ain't that working?
Somebody in here knows who that is. Who I'm
Keyboard
talking about.
did.
And Laura, I think you were always in the chat when they were on. Mary and Butch. Yes. Whatever happened to them, Chris? That's who it is. Whatever happened to those? I think they were moving, right? They were moving from Phoenix, and then they were going back to Canada or something. They were pretty cool people. She smoked and drank.
I don't remember that. My
Mary and
keyboard
Butch.
must have
That's
died
who
on
it
my
was.
Computer. Oh, wait a minute.
What is on your shirt, Russ? Are those pineapples?
It's little hula women, little hula dance.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have no idea.
See
You
them
see
in
them?
Z beer channels sometimes.
What?
Oh,
Mary
and Butch. They're pretty cool people.
They come on somebody's live getting drunk or what?
Yeah, they were really cool people.
I don't know, man. Dude, I haven't made a fucking video since forever. This is all I have going on right now with YouTube is just my lives, man.
I was supposed to be editing a video tonight.
Yeah, I ain't had time to make a video. I did cook some ribs yesterday, but
They were
we
good.
didn't even videotape that shit.
I got so many videos I got to do. So I did my fire pit one already. Did I do yeah, I did the fire pit one. I got a pizza oven. So I made pizza. That's the video that I need to edit. Then I got a Vevor vacuum chamber that they want me to do a video on. I got to do 2 briskets on the same smoker for a company. I still got to release the videos on my cooks on my brand new bison. I mean, I'm busy. I'm busy for the rest of the year.
How you like that pit, Joe?
It's freaking amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, yes.
You know my buddy Tyler, his channel is called Bone Valley Customs. So he has the exact same material to build a pit as that bison, a 20 or a 24-inch and a 20-inch firebox. He has the material, but he don't have. He's like me, dude. We do the same shit. He don't have no time to do it, but when he does get it done, I send him pictures of I sent him your video, and then I screenshotted some pictures. I was like, dude, you can build this fucking pit right now with the material you have.
Yeah, it's that thing is overbuilt. I mean, that thing is You know what I'm saying? And the price is ridiculous too, man. The closest thing, like the Franklin pits, are really close to that, and the mill scale pits, they're $1,500 easily more than the bisons.
Yeah, that Franklin pit's like almost $5,000.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
I got this guy right here in Channelview with me, Galindo Smokers.
Yeah.
And he invited me over there to bring my camera, and he was like, "We'll do a cook on one of my pits. You can see my shop, everything." But that was fucking 3 months ago, and I still ain't even done that. He literally lives maybe 15 minutes away from me.
Well, Al, next time you're in town, man, we gotta fire that baby up, man. We'll cook here at my house.
That's what's up. I gotta find time to. Right now, so I'm locked in Chevron right now. I'll probably see Santa Claus fly over Chevron this year.
I was thinking the same thing, Chris. I wonder if he's related to Rick.
No.
No, I don't think he's related to Rick.
Yeah, 5K in a 2-year wait.
The names
can have
like
your-
Gonzalez.
You can have your bison, a red dog, in probably a month. That's how fast he can build them. And shit, Randy, you're right there next to him.
Where's he at?
He's in Forney, Texas.
Yeah, I know where Forney's at.
So how far are you by Houston or?
Houston.
Yeah.
Oh shit, no, then you're quite a way. How far are you from Dallas?
4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
depending on who's driving.
Yeah, so you're 4 hours away.
4 hours if I'm driving.
Yeah.
A little less than 4 hours if I'm driving.
Yeah, Christy's from up there by where I don't know where she's from, but I never been over there. But
North Central Texas, Northeast Texas. Those are my two.
Mm.
Yeah.
that's where she's from.
I'm in North Texas.
I never been to her hometown, never been to her stomping ground. We've been together 4 years now, and I never even fucking went up to her.
How did you guys meet?
Well, my ex-husband was one of his friends. They were
No
friends.
shit.
Yeah. Like we didn't other than hi and bye, we didn't speak. Like,
well, you know,
y'all have to know.
Christy owns that dog grooming shop, and so my buddy David, that was his wife. And whenever I had a black mouth cur, my favorite dog ever, ex-wife, but I had a black mouth cur, and she got attacked by a pit bull down the street. And so they put that cone on her head. She had her ears stitched all back on and shit. And I called David and I was like, "Hey man, does your wife still own that dog grooming shop? Because I need my dog to get a bath." You know, after that fucking cone came off, she still had dry blood all on her neck and shit. And he was like, "We're divorced."
Oh
and
shit.
I was like, well, does she still own that dog grooming shop? Like, would you mind if I took my dog over there? And he was like, "Nah, man, go ahead." Anyway, me and Christy kind of hit it off. And I called David and I was like, "Look, man, it's the cardinal sin, bro. Like, I don't want to do this to you, but you know, how do you feel if I start talking to Christy?" He's like, "Man, that'd be badass because now I don't have to worry about some stranger taking care of my kid. Like, I know you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
And so he was like, "I'm all for it. Like, fuck yeah. If you want to talk to her, then I don't have to worry about my kid being, you know, neglected or anything." So
yeah,
it was, I talked it out with him. Talked it out with him first. And then I gave her permission. I was like, "Yeah, you can come over sometimes."
So do you still own that place, Chrissy, or no?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's where you have squirrels and turtles with machine guns strapped to them and shit.
Yeah, no. It was actually my ex-husband's mom that, you know, she owned it, and I was like, because I'm a huge animal person, so I was like, was that mine or yours? That was yours, or Simon's.
Yeah, it's not
and so I got into that, and so
it's not me.
well, it was
me.
the TDO. She got me into dog grooming. I've been dog grooming for like 20 years now.
Really? So
yeah.
what are your tricks with cats? I mean, because we got a cat now.
Fuck a cat.
Really? I'm gonna open the damn door
Like,
tonight then.
are you wanting to bathe it? You don't
Yeah.
need to shave it.
Yeah.
Get you a cat bath bag. Unless you start them when they're little bitty and stuff like that. Most cats, unless you get it's rare you get one that doesn't mind taking a bath. But yeah, the best thing is to, kind of fill up the sink with warm water and wash it, and
What's a cat bag?
look up a cat bath bag on Amazon.
What do you
Yeah.
fill it
It's
up
a
with water, throw his ass
That's
in there, and then walk away?
So it's like a mesh
Fucking
bag.
throw it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You basically strap your cat into this bag so that it can't get out
Oh
of
my
the bag.
God. Sounds torturous.
It'll save your arms.
You
and
have
your
cats, Joe, or
fingers
what?
and-
You have cats?
Yeah, he's got that little cat.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. You do. I
I
forgot.
think somebody. Oh, what's his name? I know somebody was trying to call it
Snoopy.
Nazi.
Kittler.
Snoopy? Yeah, Kittler.
Killer. That's what it was. His name's Snoopy.
Yeah.
Better be careful. You're going to have to do a fucking We Need to Talk video. Yeah, I've never been a cat person, man. I've never been a cat person.
Neither have I, dude. But this little fucker, man, like he's grown, like he's really grown. I mean, I guess we've
Y'all
become
bonded.
attached. Yes,
Yeah.
he's a pain in the ass.
Is he more your cat than like who is his person?
Me and my wife.
Y'all
But he
probably
loves,
do.
I mean, he
more
loves
than-
us all. I mean, he's
Yeah,
just a pain in the. He sleeps with us. He sleeps with us on our bed.
yeah.
He's a pain because he
Cats are
wants to
cool.
play. He wants to play in the middle of the night. You can't. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. You can't scratch your nuts at night because he thinks you're like trying to play with him under a blanket kind of deal.
Oh man, they'll attack you. Yeah.
Yes. So he'll come and he'll like smack you right where it counts, man.
Like, yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one of ours got me good the other night, man.
Freaking cat.
She'll see our feet moving on the blankets and
Yes.
You know.
Yes. And we have to constantly
Funny.
clip their nails, but like you clip them in 1 week they're sharp again.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's why cats scratch and stuff like that. They're sharpening their nails.
Jeez.
I don't
You have
know.
one of those scratch posts?
Yeah, we got him a scratch post and a bunch of other shit.
Get him some catnip.
We got him some.
What, is he chill out?
He does, but I don't know. He's still we call it. My wife calls it. He gets the zoomies sometimes,
Mhm.
where like he'll just be still, like you'll be petting him and he'll be fucking purring. Life is calm, and then all of a sudden he freaking takes off and runs under a pillow like head first, and then he'll come right back at you and scratch the shit out of you. It's like I don't know.
Have you fucked with him with a laser, Joe?
Oh yeah.
Have you got the laser and fuck with him?
Oh, he's insane with that damn laser.
Yeah.
Cats are pretty fucking awesome. They give zero fucks whether you like them or not, and
Exactly.
they're hilarious.
Yeah. Like if you smack him, he'll smack you back.
Yeah,
And it turns into a smack competition like because I've seen cats fight, right? So like he freaking comes and scratches me and I'll smack him in the head like bam. Well, he'll stand back with his leg up like that too and go whack, and get me back, and I mean it's just a smack competition at that point.
try the water bottle, the squirt bottle trick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something.
We had a cat because I have in my shop back there. I got rats in my shop back there. That's just nature of the beast. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. So we had a cat, and I was like, hell yeah, you like
Gus.
don't feed him too much, and he'll fucking eat these rats. Man, that fucking cat.
He was a good
Oh, yeah.
mouser. Man,
Oh yeah,
he was
Chris, I
the
still have that one.
cat. He was like up on the back porch on a chair. Well, in fact, the chair's up here now, upside down, sleeping on his back in a thunderstorm. Like,
Yeah, I
What
think that
cat
fucking
freaking
cat
does
was.
that?
I think that cat has some inbred. It has some inbred in it, man.
he was a cool cat though.
He was cool, but he wasn't doing the job.
Yeah, I like catnips. I didn't know what catnip was. Like I was like, well, buy the cat some catnip, and I'm like, what the hell's catnip? And
Kitty pot.
yeah, and my cashier at the food truck, she said, it's pretty much like marijuana for cats.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
basically. Like you can even buy like the plant of catnip and have it growing, and cats will go by and eat it and
Is
stuff
catnip
like
an
that.
actual plant? Is that what it is?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that might be easier. Just freaking
I
break them
wonder,
off a freaking branch and have them chew on it.
I wonder if that fucking shows up on a decent drug test. I might start fucking with catnip.
Oh, look at that!
It's
I
cool.
had another burger in place, so that's what I was doing just then. I put the burger I made tonight in place of the other burger.
Love the
That's gonna be
bikini on the shark fin over there.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thumbnail for my video.
Love
Didn't
it.
you say Ricer told you to do that?
He told me to put the bikini on there, and I'm like, good idea. So that's what I did. But yeah, that looks good enough for
burger
thumbnail.
looks good though. That burger looks good.
That parrot and that palm tree and that sun, that ocean is all AI. I did every bit of that with AI. That shark fin is AI, but I had to get it separate and then place it there.
Yeah.
And I found that bikini online, just found a random top with the straps doing that. So
But that bird looks real, man.
yeah. Yeah, that parrot looks very real. It is amazing how good that can do sometimes. And it's got these palm leaves over here to the right side, just barely catching them. You know,
Dude, I tried fucking with that AI, the same program you use, Russ, but I don't know what to type in, man. My shit didn't work out right.
you type in prompts like on that. I think I typed in island with palm trees, a pair. I don't remember. I pretty much typed in what you've seen, and then I filled in. You know, I had to wait to get the actual burger, to put that in there. Then I did shark fin, and it produced that, and I dropped it in there. I told you how I got the bikini top. It's pretty cool, you know. What's up,
Whoa,
dude?
what's up, bro?
What's up, Randy? Hey, Christy. Simon, Joe, Russ.
What's
Hello,
happening?
everybody in chat. How y'all are?
Got a question?
Just fucking off. Just fucking off. Trying to figure out my origin and, talking about cat marijuana and Jimmy Buffett, basically.
Belly button lint and
Catnip.
Yeah.
Belly buttons.
It's not a program, it's a website. It's called playgroundai.com.
Yeah, that's what
Playgroundai, all one word.com. And you have to get in there and play around with it. But it's free, but they do have a paid version. They limit you to how many times you can use it in a month, but they still allow quite a bit. I've already done, I don't know how many thumbnails, playing around with that, which I don't want them all done in AI. But when I did that Vivor thing, I typed in, what's that chef's name? The one that screams at everybody? Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
And that freaking nailed him. Like, damn, look at that. It looks just like Gordon Ramsay, And yeah, it's fun to play around with.
Hey, Russ, is your wife's
AI is taking over, huh?
Is your wife selling the candies?
Yeah, daily.
Man, dude, I've been watching. I don't know what, but I guess like TikTok knows, like, they have how they have access to your phone's microphone and shit. I think it listens to our conversation because, like, I'll go on TikTok and I don't spend a whole lot of time on TikTok, but I'll go on TikTok and it shows all these people doing freeze dried candies, Skittles, and how they have like this thriving freaking business where they're shipping Skittles and Starburst and all sorts of shit to people.
It's the new trend.
I said that in my candy video. I said that there's a lot of people making full-time businesses out of these machines.
Yes.
And ever since I dropped that video, man, I've done sold 4 of these. I'm an affiliate, and those are high dollar. We're talking about $3,000, and I get 10%. That's $300 every time I sell one. I've done sold 4 since I've done that video. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah.
What, the freeze dry machines?
Yeah.
Yeah. For that one, that's a medium. And they got a large, and then now they got an extra large pro, and it's like a commercial.
You remember those zero candy bars?
Yeah. Oh, I used to love them.
I loved them as a kid. That was one of my favorites, man.
You got to try one of them, man.
Yeah,
What's
we're gonna probably fire it up tomorrow. But she bought 3 boxes of lemon heads. I want to try them. I love lemon heads, which I don't need to eat all this sugar and crap.
Have you done Starburst?
Yes, have done Starburst, and she also does those nerds, the little nerds.
Yeah.
So they're about that big around when you get through with them. And the
Ooh.
freaking
Crazy.
Jolly Ranchers, man, they get this big around. They're about the size of a
Yeah.
golf ball.
Them fucking
Really?
Jolly Ranchers something else, man.
They're
Yeah.
intense after they melt down a little bit. God, that flavor gets
What is that?
Oh yeah,
That's some stuff rusting.
brittle.
yeah. That's salted caramel pecan. So
Brittle.
let me back up. The salted caramel bourbon pecan brittle, and then we run it through the freeze dryer to make it puff. It's got the texture of like a cheese puff or a malted milk ball. It's not hard to eat like brittle once you run it through the
Cheese
freeze
puff with
dryer.
no cheese.
It's
And
got a
look,
great
they melt
flavor.
in your mouth. The flavor's just like.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
it's good. I love it, man. That's my
I still
favorite.
got some, man. I eat about 2 or 3 a week. That's it. I limit myself because
Don't go
That
too
stuff
long
is-
because what happens is it'll start absorbing moisture from the air. And next thing you know, it's going to turn back into brittle. You know?
no, they still.
Yeah, it'll take it a while.
Today I ate one, and I don't even have to chew on it.
Yeah, it just the
There you go,
flavor.
Russ.
I
Someone
think
wants
she's
to.
starting some kind of a page, isn't she?
What is it?
How can Georgianne order some? Isn't Serena starting a website
The
or
Etsy
something?
page.
No, she's selling so much locally to where we're not going to bother with it. I mean, she's selling out daily, and all she does is go to work, and people know
Oh,
she's
look at
got
that.
it. And she's selling it right there at work. She hadn't even
Is
had
that
to go
a-
do these other things yet. She just keeps selling the fire
Is that
out
a
of
towel or what is that?
it. People love it.
That's the koozie.
Oh, okay. That's
Who's-
so cool.
So jealous.
And I even
Who's
got
In
one
a
of those.
race. One of the races.
Who's Smoking Joe Pit Barbecues?
Some
Who's that?
freaking some Hispanic,
Oh,
So,
a brown person.
some brown guy.
Wrong
Some-
guy.
That sounds weird, right? You can't even say brown guy with a straight face.
He's that guy with a good tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can say white guy and black guy with no problem, but say
Right.
brown guy and it sounds weird.
Oh,
just some brown guy with a smelly belly button.
Yeah.
I've heard the term used brown and red for Indians, but actually Indians are the same color like Joe. They're about that color,
Yeah.
dark,
I'm actually really white, man.
like
Look
a
at
really
this.
good tan, really.
Look
you
at
know?
this.
Oh yeah,
white.
you're a white man. Damn,
I'm a
Joe.
white dude.
I thought you was Mexican all these years.
But yeah, Chris
It's a
is
damn tan.
going gangsta on us. Got
And all
his
this white is just chrome.
skull cap on.
fucking cold in here. It's fucking 60 degrees in my garage. Crazy.
Come on.
Where
Really?
the hell are you at?
In New Hampshire, girl.
New Hampshire.
Cheers.
Oh, y'all got a bunch of rain and
Cheers,
shit.
I'm from New Hampshire.
Drinking
was
that
on-
Bud Ice.
Granted, the
That's
humidity was gone today. It was nice, real blue skies, no clouds, but it was
Yeah.
still 92 freaking degrees when we left to go to Derek's at 3 something this afternoon. I'm having to wait to shoot these videos late now because he's working full time, and so
Hey,
he didn't get home to 4:30. And we shot the shit for probably an hour. John said, "We better get going with this. I don't want to get home at midnight." You know.
What's the football score right now? Anybody know?
It was 20-9 or something earlier. 20-10 maybe.
Who's playing?
Saints and Panthers.
Oh, Saints. That's about the only team I'll even watch anymore right now.
No, isn't it? Is it a double header tonight then? Because I
Well-
thought the Browns and the Steelers were playing.
Something like that. Also,
That's
I think, maybe.
Oh, is it Monday
Did
night
y'all see
football?
Yeah,
Did y'all see Did y'all see the fight that happened at the stadium with the Texans and the Colts? That's just been all over fucking Facebook today. Yeah, that was a big ass brawl. Like all the fans were all fucking mollywopping each other. It was a great.
So it was the
2017.
Steelers and the Browns and the Panthers and the Saints.
So it is a double header then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to say. 22-19 Browns and then 2017 Saints. What quarter?
It's over.
Oh, it's over. Okay.
Yeah, it's already Let me double check, colleague.
I've
It
been-
started at 6.
I don't really watch football anymore, but back when I did, I
Oh,
was
the Steelers
man,
are
I was
still
a Saints fan.
Third quarter.
I knew when my show's on a Monday, so I knew I was gonna be battling the goddamn football game.
Well,
I was
look at your
surprised.
numbers,
to
man.
see
You did pretty good.
People can watch it and still get on this. Just take a look at the score every now and then. They ain't gonna
Yeah, I
miss
mean,
it.
my TV's right there. So when the Cowboys was on last week, I had that in the background, and I was with y'all over here.
Yeah,
How dare you, Simon?
yeah.
Dirty
Chris, do you watch football?
dirty up this live stream with the Cowboys.
I love the Cowboys.
And they're 2-0.
Cowboy butts drive you nuts.
I don't watch sports. No.
I don't either.
I don't
Left-
either nowadays.
So Lep is with Joey Edibles right now, and I texted him and I sent him the link, and he was like, "I can't, dude. I'm yelling at a football screen," and I was like, "Yay, go!" And I put in parentheses football team name, like "Yay, go!" Whatever the fuck you're. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get off, man. I'm gonna go edit my video.
All right, Joe.
Joe,
All right,
good to
Joe, take it easy, man.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Later,
Randy,
Joe.
what the hell's your last name again?
Tankersley.
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 Jesus.
Thank you.
Chris all yelling.
You're always gonna be a shifter to me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night, man. I'll be watching.
All right, later.
Night,
All right,
Joe.
Later.
Adios.
I only joined because there were 5 and he needed a 6th spot, so I joined. Now it's uneven. I apologize.
Hey, is my internet acting good, or have y'all seen me glitching and all?
Now you're
No,
good.
you're good. You're good.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Well, when me and Simon were backstage before the show and everything, like he said I was glitching, so Chrissy went and restarted the router. Like she reset the router, just making sure.
I'll do the techie stuff.
What?
She's my.
Hello.
Look,
Hello.
as a matter of fact, Bailey, this is the guy that was asking what branch Sean was going in.
Right there.
Me.
Yeah, I went in the Marine Corps back in '94, and back then you can I'm not trying to tell you boo what to do, but all the different branches you can get signed on as a contract, and they have to abide by that contract. So you can do air traffic control, fucking medical, fucking mechanics, whatever. And you can sign up for a certain MOS, which is your job, and they have to abide by that. As long as you score enough on the ASVAB, which is their aptitude test, you can do anything you want.
Yeah, my uncle was in the Marines, and he was working on the jets and shit like that for the Air Force.
I went into. I wanted to be I didn't know what I wanted to do until I got about 22, and then I said, I want to be a fucking cop so I can carry a gun all the time. And then I started taking all the tests, and I did well. I was in the 90s in all the tests. But unless you were a woman or a minority or in the military, you didn't get any extra points. There was no way to compete with anyone. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you have a doctorate degree. College didn't matter. So I went in the military, and the military, you can get a lot of things, a lot of free training. You don't make a lot of money, but it's a great experience, and you learn how to fucking clean your own clothes, press your laundry, and take care of yourself. And you can get a trade from the lowest thing to whatever you want to call it to the highest thing. They'll teach you how to do it, and it's free.
I'd be curious, man. I'd be curious to see. Like, I've never taken an ASVAB, but I'd be curious to see what I was scoring, just to know.
I think you would do great. I did auto body carpentry and all that shit when I was a kid, so I knew a lot of different things. And I scored. I could have worked on nuclear submarines, which is fucking scary. But yeah, I think you would do fucking. You'd be amazed how good
fucking
you would.
nuclear submarines. Fucking that sounds so interesting. That shit blows my mind. Like, them motherfuckers can stay underwater indefinitely. It's only the human aspect of it that makes them have to surface.
Mike,
Yeah.
how you doing, B?
Triple B's in
Oh,
the house.
What's up, Mike? Yeah, that's just like a nuclear powered ship. All it's doing is propelled by steam that the nuclear reactor is boiling the water, to produce steam, and that's what propels it. And you can get 25 years out of a rod. They had a nuclear ship has to go back in for a service after 25 years. I worked on a Theodore Roosevelt, and it was 30 years without being changed out, and it came back in for an overhaul, and they had to change out the nuclear rod, I think they call it, and a big massive thing that actually produces all the energy to boil the water. It's all steam, man.
Yeah.
Mike, I'm sending you a link if you want to jump on, bro. I don't know what you're doing, but I just on Messenger.
Yo, I got to see his little grandbaby's birthday parties. They're so freaking cute.
He's got a clan of little babies right now. He got so many granddaughters. Yeah, dude, the nuclear submarine. So me, I do like NDEs. So like even the NADCAP inspections on them, the way the reactors work, that shit just intrigues me. You know what I mean? I would love to be able to. So when I
worked out there at Newport News, that shipyard is part of the one here in Pascagoula where I worked, and it's the same company that owns both of them. But shit, I done forgot the thought I was gonna make.
Well,
They're one of the few nuclear shipyards in the world,
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say the same thing, Rusty. You were saying when I was in Newport News working on that ship, we all went to the bow of the ship, and the nuclear submarine was leaving, and all the whole crew, because it was on top of the water. The whole crew was out there in their Cracker Jacks, man, waving and shit. They had the news out there, and I got to see just right off the bow of the ship, I got to see the nuclear submarine going by. And that bitch is huge, man.
Oh yeah, they were building one once we finally come off the pier. Come off the dry dock and went back in the water to a pier. There was a nuclear sub right beside us on another pier that was still under construction, but it was floating already. It was in the water, But I'm like glad I didn't have to work on that tight son of a gun.
I was on a merchant marine ship. I was on the USS Yano, and I got to see the ship, the submarine going by, and the guy that were on there, I guess the bozeman or whatever that were on the ship with me, they were like, yeah, those guys are going underwater for 6 months. Like they won't even be on top of the water for
right. Yeah, it's pretty slick, man. But at that shipyard, them welders that do all the nuclear welding, that's what they call themselves, a nuclear welder. Like I'm a nuclear welder. I'm like, oh really? Can I touch you? Thank you.
I'm a nuclear welder inspector.
I'm a nuclear welder too. I should have passed X-ray most of the time, so I guess I'm a nuclear welder, even though I've never welded nuclear anything. But
shit, Bill's flag loves to catch my beer cans. I don't know what it is about it.
He's giving him a high five.
Yeah, I guess like backtrack. Put me as 18, 19 years old again. I think I might have took that route, man. Honestly, like looking back now in my life, I'm 41 years old, but if I could do it again, everybody says what they would do over again. I think I might have took that route. I would have took the ASFAB, and I'd have been in the service, and I might even have retired from it, as a career, because when I do stuff, I try to do it 100% all the time.
Yeah, that's what my nephew's doing. He's got 3 more years before he can retire from the Marine Corps.
Yeah. I was a natural fuck up until I found NDE, and I tried to do NDE as best I could, and now I'm a level 3 across the board, CWI, all that bullshit. I overdo things.
I have never worked nowhere in my life like Newport News as far as orientations. Man, we had 2 weeks of class work before they would even release us to a ship, and most of it was nuclear related. Every bit of it, really. And man, it was in depth. They don't take no chances with that crap. It's the only place I ever worked where you got armed Marines up on towers like snipers everywhere. And if they're bringing that nuclear reactor in or that rod, it's on a huge trailer with all these wheels. Man, it's like that thing is guarded tight, and they have to redirect us. We were getting off work one day; it was time to leave, and everybody's going where we normally go, and they're like that way, you know. So we had to turn and go around. They didn't want you near any of that stuff.
Yeah, I was working a bait boat in the river right there in Pascagoula, and you had them. You
I'll
had
take a
them.
shot. Troy in the house. Yeah, go ahead.
You had them oil booms around those ships, you know, and
Yeah,
you have to watch how close you got to them ships. You know, that bait boat, bait boat, shrimp boat, and
yes.
we were dragging the channel, you know.
That Navy base used to be right there on that island, right south of the shipyard. I mean, right there.
Yeah, right there.
And man, after 9/11, buddy, it was on. If any boat would even come close to one of our U.S. Navy ships, they would blast you out of the water.
Yeah, well, they had all them guys in them Kodiaks with them.
Everybody
with
knew.
them machine guns on the front.
Yeah.
And they were patrolling, and they'd get around you, you know. They wouldn't talk to you or nothing, but they sure let you know that they were there.
They had them Zodiacs, and man, they would buzz up there and stop them, you know, and tell them. So first off, you're going too fast. Second off, you're too close. You can't be in this close, you know.
Right.
When I was in Tampa, Florida, and I guess somebody had their boat wide open. They fell out of the boat, so the boat was just fucking cruising, and the Coast Guard came up to us, and that dude was leaning on that fucking 50 cal on the front of that Coast Guard boat. He was leaning down on it. It was like, y'all see a boat come by here? And we were like, nah. And they ended up finding the boat. The boat was doing circles, and that dude fucking pop, 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 fucking shot the engine, stopped the fucking boat.
I bet that was fun to shoot.
Yeah, that shit was badass. That motherfucker, I'm telling you that the way he was leaning on that gun, I was like, man, I want to do that. I want to do that.
I was watching a video today before I had to go to. I was watching a video today before I had to go to Derek's, and it was how the U.S. Navy is handling all this piracy, like off of Somalia and stuff like that. And man, that was interesting. They were blowing the shit out of these freaking pirates. I mean, boom. No remorse,
every
man.
time a new one comes out.
Them off like flies. I'm like, holy crap.
Don't they do that to like the drug runners? Like when they're warning them to stop, they fucking shoot.
I don't know, but yeah, probably. But these are actual modern day pirates, you know. Trying to overtake a U.S. Navy ship. I said, are y'all stupid?
They're trying to overtake Navy ships?
Yes.
They
Armed
go
gills,
after the
man, and they're going to sit there and think they can take it over. I'm like, dream on.
Yeah,
they deserve whatever they get.
The oil tankers for ransom.
What
was that movie, Captain Phillips?
Yeah.
It's a badass movie.
Yeah.
And there's videos like that on YouTube. You can see all that happening, man.
Why don't they have an okay? So when I was on like the SS Yano, the SS Sugar, like all them Navy ships, they got an armory on board where if somebody tries to overtake them, they got a fucking armory. They can go and get guns and shoot. As a matter of fact, when we were blasting the deck, they have those clover shaped holes where they bolt shit down. Yeah. And those things will be full of shells because they say when they're out in the open, they're on like international waters, they do like training, you know. So there's fucking. So I'm saying, like, why wouldn't why wouldn't a oil tanker have an armory with arm? Like they shoot water at them. Like you got water cannons. Why would they?
Were showing that today too. They were sitting there showing U.S. Navy just shooting these water cannons over in the boats. You know, but most of the time they were shooting them and blowing them up. Yeah. Had these 50 calibers permanently mounted on, you know, all across these Navy ships. It's like, man,
well, you know, I live right here. I live right here next to the fucking Houston Ship Channel, and I can go up next to those. Well, I can't go up next to them, but I see them. I work on them sometimes. They don't have no guns. Like you got a fucking oil tanker that's, you know.
Yeah, they should. If they have to go through treacherous waters like that with pirates and all that, they should be armed to the max and trained on how to.
They hire them. They hire.
Starting to have guys.
Yeah, they probably hire mercenaries or whoever. to do all that. But those pirates, they were showing them they're well armed with grenade launchers and the little, what do you call it? With the anyway, they had a lot of them, all kind of guns, but it ain't no match for a U.S. Navy ship. Plus, they had an aircraft to carry in there, and they were fighting them from the air too. That's like they had some unmanned drones that was doing the work for them. They didn't even have to put a man up there, just blowing the shit out of them. I'm like, damn, hell yeah.
With a broken
zipper. They blew a couple of them motherships up in those videos.
Yeah.
That one that they haul the small dinghies on with the 40 Yamahas that on the back or Emerald.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to give up. They was like trying to run off, at like 8 knots. Okay, 11 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. They trying to run away, and the Navy ships they with one of those zip guns, like the guns that are on the Warthog, but they mounted on the ship.
Yeah.
And they just blast them with that. You can see one of those bright lights hit the boat, and it just goes up flames. And okay, we ain't gonna worry about them no more.
That's called
that we used to build at Ingalls. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was gonna say to Boo that those that's called CRAM. They're like phalanx guns.
Phalanx.
Yeah. The ones that go on the Warthog.
That's anti-aircraft is what that is. Them things, they look like R2-D2, and they'll.
Yeah, correct.
It's really anti-aircraft. I had a whole strand of them shells, the 50 cal, but the daggum shell was that long. And I knew a guy that was married to my boss. She was a female, one of the supervisors I had out there years ago. And he had to go on all the sea trials, and they fired all this equipment and everything. And he'd bring us back these shells. He would connect them together. They were round. It'd probably be like 8 of them shells. I don't know what I'd ever done with that thing, but I had one. I wish I still had it.
Those Warthogs, they shoot 24 millimeter, right?
I think these were. I want to say the projectile anyway was 50 cal, but man, it was long.
Well, the Warthog, the A-10 bomber, A-10 bomber, 24 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken. That's bigger than an inch. Right at an inch and a 16th. And a tank buster.
It's all controlled by computer. It locks in and follows the plane.
I've seen the visors, the visors that the Apaches and shit wear. I mean, I don't know if it's Apaches, but whatever the air gun ships are, they got like retinal control. Yeah,
Apache,
so if your eye touches the target, like you don't have to aim, like it's reading your retina. Like if the fucking your eye touches it, it's aiming at you right away. Like,
dude,
that's crazy.
Andy, Boo's wearing them right now.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, they do them sea trials before the Navy actually takes the ship, and a lot of Ingalls employees gets to go. And a good buddy of mine, he was on there one time, and he said, man, they had these jets come flying in. He said they were such high altitude to where when they come down low, the ice would just burst off the wings, and they were testing that phalanx. They wasn't shooting at it. It was just making sure it was tracking it and everything like they're supposed to. It'd come down, buzz them ships and back up, and it was right on target.
I remember when the Ticonderoga went out for sea trials when they refitted it, and then they come back in, and we were at that little sports bar right there at the corner by I forget the road it's on, but there was a sports bar, and all the Navy guys would go there at that little bar. And I asked that guy, man, how fast them nuclear ships go? But 40 knots. He was like, if I tell you, I got to kill you.
Yeah, they won't tell you. They won't tell
you. What would be a fucking great video is if they put that fucking thing on that Whitaker, that fucking Ray Whitaker with them fucking fucked up eyes. Going to see what he shoots at.
Let me put it like this: them destroyers, they can do a rooster tail like a surfboard, man, and throw water when they make them high maneuver turns like that.
Yeah.
Both my sons was with that friend I was just talking about on one of them. It was like a family day. It wasn't a sea trial. It was like a family day, and I couldn't take off work because I didn't have the time I could miss. Didn't have no vacation time, and so I let them go with him. and they were out there on the fantail when they went into one of them high speed maneuvers. Boy, they were hanging on for dear life. He's like, holy crap, man. It blew his mind, my friends. He's a dude. He said, I didn't know they was getting ready to do that. That was almost dangerous, you know.
You know what I did? You know what I did get to go see when I was a young kid, and I had a friend. Her name was Danielle, but her dad was in the Air Force, and he came and picked us up from school, and we went to Ellington Air Force Base right here in Houston, and I got to tour the 747 that carries the space shuttle. Like the space shuttle landed here. I got to go fucking see that. We didn't get to go on the space shuttle, but we got to go through the 747. It was pretty badass, dude.
Hell yeah.
I get the space shuttle fly over my house because it used to land at Kelly Airport.
I gotta fuck train, y'all. I gotta put on mute.
I want to see what tomorrow's
Space
technology
shuttle
because
flying over our house.
there's bad technology 15, 20 years ago. You can imagine what they got now. You know, the way things just keep multiplying.
I remember when that space shuttle was piggybacking on that 747. I was a teenager. I was a teenager, I want to say.
I saw,
like 18, 17, something like that.
I'll never forget when that one blew up with that school teacher. I was coming down Market Street and Pascagoula. Me and Stanley out there, we had been, we were doing hurricane work after a hurricane. I don't remember which hurricane hit that year, but I was subcontracting fence work, like chain link fence, and we just got back from rebuilding a tennis court, like 12-foot tall tennis court. And we were coming back home, and it came over the radio, and Stanley looked at me. He goes, man, that shit ain't funny. I said, I don't think they're making a joke. And got home and turned on, the TV was going at my dad's house. And sure enough, it blew up. I'm like, holy crap.
I seen it when it blew up. We watched the launch, and that was a big thing, watching the launches, around where I'm from. And I was DJing at the Brief Encounter at the time. And I was there shooting pool, drinking a few beers in the daytime. I wasn't doing nothing else. And all I did was DJ 4 days a week. I was making good money. I didn't have no regular job. That was my job. And we were watching the takeoff, and then I turned my head for a sec to holler at the barmaid to bring me a beer, and that's when it went off.
I guess
didn't see the initial thing, but I saw it after. But they did the repeats on it,
Yeah, I guess either 85 or 86. Hurricane Lena hit us in 85. I want to say that's the year.
I was about the right time, 85, yeah. That's when I bought out a brand new Nissan pickup truck. And it was an 85. I bought it in 84, but it was 85.
Yeah, it's 85.
No, I'm not losing my mind. There's a dragonfly as big as a bird I'm trying to catch here.
Yeah, I told you there was a fuck train coming.
Now that other one exploded in 2003, the Columbia, but that's not the one.
Yeah, 2003. I was in the Gulf for that when we found some. No, that was for that wreck. There was a ship that hit a boat. But we was in the Gulf for that one on a snapper boat.
Challenger was the first one. Columbia.
Yeah, the Challenger.
Yeah. I saw
the one that exploded on re-entry.
I saw that one take off. I was living down in Florida, and I saw that one take off. The one that burnt up on re-entry. And
I'm trying to find out what year, because I know what I was doing.
They were
1986.
Yeah,
I knew it was right around there, because I was doing all the hurricane work after Elena in 85, and you know how it is. That stuff you'll work for the next year and a half making all them repairs. So 1986. Damn.
That one in 03 or whatever it was on re-entry, we were on the snapper boat in the Gulf, and Coast Guard was telling every available ship, boat, anybody that could hear them. I mean, all the Coast Guard stations were there. They said, if you see anything floating, you do not touch it. You report it to the Coast Guard immediately.
Yeah.
And if you have an EPIRB, put your EPIRB. If you have to leave, put your EPIRB on it, and we'll bring your EPIRB back to you.
I was in Columbus, Texas. Yeah, I was in Columbus, Texas, working. I was shooting X-ray, and the shuttle, when it came into reentry and did it, whatever it did, there was debris all over Columbus, Texas.
Oh yeah.
I had a CD case, and there was some like purple, looked like fiberglass, and I went and put it in a CD case, and we called. We were like, we might have found some debris. Nobody ever came, so I kept it for a long time.
That space shuttle looked cool and all, but it had to be a crappy design the way they had so many incidents with them tiles and stuff, that were defective or would get defective and cause all this explode. What was bad? Did y'all watch the documentary on that? There were certain people that knew that it was not safe to fly those.
Really?
It was all money, and
Wow.
They shut the whole program down. But
oh yeah, Pete Digit said, did they ever find that F-35 that went missing? I kind of heard about it, but
they found it 80 miles from where the pilot ejected.
80 miles.
Yeah, so it's
a long way.
They found it in South Carolina, but 80 miles from where the pilot ejected.
At that altitude, that high altitude, the pilot can eject, and then that thing can go down at a 45-degree angle and still be 100 miles away from where he ejected.
Yeah.
That altitude.
A good buddy of mine, my oldest friend, his wife is a school teacher, and she put in to be one of the teachers go up in the space shuttle. Of course, she didn't get it. And after that explosion, I looked at her and said, I bet you're glad you wouldn't pick for that. She goes, you have no idea.
Chris, have you ever jumped out of an airplane, Chris?
I've jumped out of a helicopter.
Helicopter?
So, I'm sorry. The answer is no. The answer is no.
Yeah, either way.
Jump out of a perfectly good airplane. I mean, come on.
Yeah. A buddy of mine holds the record for that. How many jumps out of a perfectly good airplane? He was in the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
He was in the Army, and he was.
That was the Army jump
he
team.
got into the Golden Knights, and he was one of them that hit. During the show, there was two of the Golden Knights that hit, and one of them died on impact. Well, my buddy was one of them, but he wasn't the one that died. We were born and raised together. Kevin Bro, he's retired now. His back is tore up from the floor up from all them jumps and all that.
I got a nephew.
He put in 30 years and got out with medical, and he got a lot of money per month he get.
Well, those guys that jumped and they hit each other, they got decapitated, dismembered, and everything. I mean, they're traveling 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
Jump.
It don't look like they're traveling that fast, toward each other, but they are.
You're going down with them, But if you were to be far away, they're like, they clipped each other and they destroyed each other's bodies.
Fucking turned into fucking dust.
Yeah.
Bones turned into dust. Dude, I've been on some sketchy ass helicopters. So whenever I was working offshore, a lot of our helicopter pilots were like ex-Vietnam people, ex-Vietnam. And dude, them motherfuckers were like some pirates, bro. They didn't give a shit. Them motherfuckers be.
I seen a video where a girl was coming in. I think it was a girl.
Did she have a penis?
Parachute? She was coming down. She hit a trailer, and it cut her arm off, like one of them utility trailers, with the rails, the angle iron rail. Cut the arm off right there.
Okay, I have two things to say. Randy, I have a question for you, but Boo, you just said you think she was a girl, but you described the fucking thing.
I think it was a girl.
So what?
It could have been a guy.
Girls have vaginas. Guys have penises.
Well,
now that concludes our anatomy lesson for tonight.
I'm sorry. I was being a dick.
The way I worded it.
Randy, I was thinking that the other day. A couple weeks ago, Randy, you've been on more helicopters than I have, and I've been on probably 10. But you've been on a lot. So that whole fucking what was that movie with that rig? Was it Dark Rig Horizon or
Deepwater Horizon?
Deepwater
Horizon. So what was the deal with that? Were you ever involved with that, or did you have a?
That was the BP oil spill.
I never went to the Horizon, but okay. So my main crane operator, his name was Galen. He was on the Horizon the night it blew up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how far are those how far are those rigs out from shore that you go to?
Hello.
Pretty deep.
So,
They're out
yeah,
of
so I was actually closer to Mexico than I was the United States. So I'm like 3.5 hour chopper ride out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the deep horizon is off the coast of Louisiana, which is right down here from us. Louisiana waters is just not far at all, but offshore, real deep water.
They're all Transocean rigs. They're Transocean. They're owned by Transocean. And
did the helos have to refuel when they get there? Because that's
goddamn right. Like we land on fumes, bro. We land on fumes.
Yeah.
Like if there's no way to land, if like the winds or something, like you crash. Like that's all there is to it.
No shit.
That's why they teach us all that fucking water survival and all that shit, because when you go to water survival, you're in a fucking helicopter fuselage. They put you underwater and they flip it upside down. You got to be able to get out of it, because if for whatever reason you do fly out 3.5 hours, that fucking helicopter has no fuel. There's no way to refuel it. So like they prepare you for impact.
So yeah, I mean that's fucking crazy. I mean they do that in the military. They do that to all, and I'm not downsizing what you said at all. That's definitely what they do for military. They train these guys. If they land, they put them in a pool. They tip it upside down. You got to fucking try to escape and all that shit. But even that, you're in the fucking Gulf of Mexico and you're waiting 3.5 hours for another helicopter to come find you. It's called Hewitt training. So you go in there and they dip you in the pool, they flip you upside down, but they teach you how to find the other people and air your fucking clothes up with air and then lock legs and swim in a circle. Yeah.
I'd be worried about Mako fucking sharks.
No, there's fucking crazy shit out there. Like you might make it, you might not. Like I've always said, I never was in a crash or nothing like that, but I always said the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push you away from it, punch you in the fucking nose, and you're gonna bleed. I'm gonna swim away from your ass.
The closest I've ever been to working on an oil rig was tying off to one and deep sea fishing. That's as close as I want to be. I don't want to work on one of them things.
So I actually worked with the guy that they had a blowout on the rig. Like the BOP malfunctioned and they had a blowout on the rig and the whole fucking rig turned to a fireball. He jumped off of the
platform.
Or they call it. They call it. I forgot what deck it was, but he jumped off and fucking no life vest, no nothing. He jumped off and he survived. You know what I mean? Like that was Mike Kristoff was his name.
Well, that's what happened with that Deepwater. It blew up, man. It killed a lot of people. And I was watching a video or a movie actually the other day. I watched 3 of them back to back, all about the same thing. How the ocean is just basically dying because of the water getting so warm and the coral reefs, just disappearing like crazy. And anyway, it was talking about this one ship is probably one of the worst. I can't remember where it was at. It was somewhere over there in the Mediterranean, and it was the worst oil spill from an oil tanker ever. Nothing's beat it yet. And they went down 30 years after that incident and looked at the ship, and man, it's turned into a beautiful coral reef, and it's just covered in oysters. And it had some other things. I can't remember what the names of them were, but they filter water. I knew oysters did. One oyster can filter like 2,000 gallons of water a day. They take it in and they spit out purified salt water. And that's what, nature has a way of cleaning up those kind of oil spills, but it takes a long time,
So if you remember that movie was based on a lot of facts. I mean, that movie was made to be entertaining, but it was based on a lot of facts. So I actually worked on the cap that they built to go over the BOP, because when the fucking rig caught on fire, it fell and it cramped the line. So there was no way to shut the line off. That's why it leaked oil for fucking 2 months into the Gulf of Mexico. All that happened because of the pods, the blue pod and the yellow pod. I mean, it was plumbed wrong. And then, you had a fucking pusher. You had like a offshore installation manager, what they call an OEM. He was pushing on that shit like your negative test pressure's reading right, but you're reading it wrong. Like it was just all fucking. It was all
Yeah.
Like keep going, keep going. That's what they do. I mean, that's what they do. They keep going, and then the fucking rig blew out. So I actually worked on the cap they put on the fucking the wellhead.
Yeah.
I worked fucking like goddamn 7/17s on that thing. Like there was no time off. Like you're fucking gonna be on this thing. All the welds and everything had to be inspected. But that was the cap they took off there and put on there. I worked on that.
It wasn't the Valdez oil spill. That was up around Alaska. The one I watched today was in the Mediterranean. It's the biggest one ever. But it was a long time ago. You know, it was before the Exxon.
That was Exxon. That was Exxon.
Yeah, that was a big deal. Yeah.
So, Randy, I remember you saying when you went to these platforms that, you know, you get, I'm kind of paraphrasing or rephrasing or whatever, but you got to the point where like new guys would come on. He's like, do you ever look at the ocean? You're like, nah, man, I don't look at the ocean at all. So how long were you on these fucking platforms?
I was doing 7-week hitches. I was offshore for 7 weeks and I'd come home for 7 days.
So what were the living conditions like when you were working there? I was like, did you have your own? You have your own rack? Did you hot rack?
Yeah, it's like a hotel in them things.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fucking his pimp. It's pretty fucking pimp.
You gotta keep people from
they got
going.
galleys, feed's good.
Yeah, we had a fucking racquetball. We had a racquetball court. We had everything, dude. Like it was pretty pimp, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Huh. We had rooms. So there's 2 beds. There's 2 beds in a room, and you got like a little 14-inch screen, and you got a curtain. That way, in case that guy next to you is working night shift, and we jack off curtain. That's what they call it, a jack off curtain.
Yeah,
that's the jack off curtain. But then you had a little bathroom with you could brush your teeth in there, and then you went down the hallway into a shower. Big showers and everything. Dude, it was fucking pimp, dude.
It was nice, huh?
I worked on a government NOAA research ship back when I was 18, and man, you talk about feeding you good. When we got ready to go sailing to wherever, they would spend all day loading groceries up on this Oregon too. It's still here. It's been for overhaul probably twice since I've worked on it. But it's still sailing, but it's Oregon too, and it's based in Pascagoula. And I worked on that at 18 the whole summer. That was a fun job. But you talk about feeding you good. My goodness, we ate good.
So I worked on my first rig to ever go on was the fucking Transocean Amarante. It's taken apart now. They took it to Pascagoula and cut it into pieces. Yeah. But so that was the only rig that I lived on. So you're in a big ass room with bunk beds, like jail almost, and then like all the toilets, showers, and everything were in a different area of the rig, and it's a semi-submersible.
That's the one I worked on. That's the Oregon 2 right there.
Yeah,
that was actually built at Ingalls Shipbuilding in 1967.
Yeah, it was a semi-submersible, so you had like 14 showers. They were all like little cubicles, and you got a shower head coming on you, and you got a little, thing on the wall. You could put, there was shampoo in there. You could fucking put in your hair, whatever you had to do. But everybody taking a shower at one time, like the floor would fill up with water. You had like 3 inches of water, so you always wear your flip-flops or whatever. But the fucking whole rig's moving. So if it's list one way, all the water runs one way, and dude, that was the nastiest shit. Because all them dudes are in there fucking cranking their hog, and here comes this fucking wave of water across your feet, like oh fuck, like
right?
Yeah, rubber fucking boots.
That must have been some rough weather.
Their fucking belly button hair, all fucking toes and shit. Yeah.
I've always heard they had a lot of gay people worked on them offshore rigs because it was out there for so long. Gay.
Dude, like if you're not in a fucking porta potty, and not a porta potty, but if you're not in a stall, like a stall with a toilet with the door, like the only other place to crank your hog was the fucking shower, and so you'd be in there and fucking. Here comes, and I'd fucking pick my feet up like, oh shit, here comes. I don't want no fucking, I don't want to spank on my feet.
You got pregnant.
And you damn sure wore fucking, you wear your slides in there, because if not, you're gonna fucking be eat up with athlete's foot like a motherfucker. From
rubber boots, fuck that.
Yeah,
No.
And there was some dudes over there. Them motherfuckers they would take a shower and they'd be sitting on a bench just butt naked, just wiping their feet out with a towel and shit. Like, homeboy, fucking put your fucking pecker away. You've been out here for 21 days, man. Manscaped ain't out there on the fucking rig. Your fucking dick looks like Simon's beard.
Dang.
You get in the shower and they're like, I'm rubbing my belly.
Motherfucker, vigorously washing my penis.
Yeah.
And it was fucked up too. Like you see the shower stalls are like this tall, but if you see over the shower stall, like the motherfucker's head's down, like that dude's over there fucking getting it. Yeah, it was something else. Yeah, I was on the Balder. The Balder was from the Balder. All the crew on the Balder. The Balder was only a lifting rig. That's all it did. It wasn't a drilling rig. It's all it was, a big ass crane. It lifted up the top side of rigs. But most of the crew was from Malaysia, and all them Malaysians, them motherfuckers walk around holding hands on the rig. Like those Malaysians were fags, dude. And they would walk around holding hands, but when you go to the medic's office, like if you did get athlete's foot or a cut or something, you need a Band-Aid, there was a big ass thing of condoms right there. Like these dudes, it's all dudes on this fucking rig.
Yeah. I've worked and helped build a lot of oil rigs because Ingalls back in the day when they couldn't get no Navy work, they built a bunch of jack-up rigs and semi-submersibles, and I worked on, I think at one point or another, every one they built. But I've never worked offshore on one. Never really wanted to. I thought about it one time, but I didn't.
Yeah, man. So Bailey, my daughter that comes out here, my oldest daughter, she comes out here and fucks with us sometimes. I missed the whole first year of her life because I was offshore.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd work like 7 weeks offshore, come home, and by the time it took me to drive from either Port Fourchon or Galiano, Louisiana, back to Channelview, it took a whole day, and then I'd be home for 3 or 4 days, and then I got to drive back. Got to drive by the office, whatever. So I remember like she was a little fucking infant, and I'd come home and I'd hold her, and she would cry the whole time, like she knows who the fuck I am.
Right.
And then by like the 4th or 5th day, like I could just chill with her watching TV. She was a little baby. I would leave. When I come back, she'd be bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, holy shit, I come home and she's walking and shit. Like, fuck, I missed everything, man.
A good buddy of mine that runs all the shrimp boats and stuff, there was a point in time in his life, he got his 100,000 ton captain license, I think it was. And that's what he did. He ran crew boats and supply boats offshore over in Louisiana. And then eventually they started popping all these rigs out south of us, And so he was able to work out of our hometown, Pascagoula. He'd done that for a long time. Then he went back to shrimping.
Ooh.
He owns 2 big-ass shrimp boats right now.
Yeah. I don't even know what happened to all the offshore work. Everything went to like Brazil and like South Africa and shit. Like, there's really not that much going on in the Gulf no more.
Yeah, there's a lot of rigs. I don't know if they're active or not. There's a shitload of them.
There's a lot of drilling in the Gulf. Well, not as much as it used to be, but there's a lot of platforms out there that still drill. They just capping the wells up as soon as they get something.
That's what they're doing. Yeah, they're just production wells. They're just pulling shit out of there's not a lot of drilling going on from the Gulf anymore. So I went to the BP Thunder Horse one time. The BP Thunder Horse was huge, man. It was 3 jackups all linked together with it was like a city. That shit was pretty badass.
They were nice, man. Like I said, I worked on them for years, and hell, they were nice as far as accommodations, the rooms, the bunks, the galleys, everything. I would feel safe on them for sure.
They got fucking on the BP Thunder Horse. They had a room that was like, I think like 20 TVs, and they had Xboxes, and you could fucking sit there and fucking play Xbox, like play Call of Duty, and everybody had a TV, like they had couches and shit. They had a room with pool tables in it. I mean, they try to make it as like easy as possible for you to be out there. one thing, dude, I was the healthiest person that I've ever been in my life when I worked offshore because there wasn't nothing to do but eat good food and lift weights and shit.
Yeah.
And work. Yeah.
I mean,
So there wasn't no.
Right, there's no drinking out there, right?
You ain't got no beer. No.
No, you gotta wait to get back in to do all that. That's like them deck cans Ricky used to. I guess he still does it. Some of them deck cans that he would hire, man, they'd be gone for 30 days because he runs freezer boats, you know, where they flash freeze all the shrimp and they put them in these green bags and they store them all in these not ice holes, but freezers.
The one right over here.
Hey, ice holes, but they freezers.
And
They like the ice hole, but they actually freeze.
Yeah, there's no ice in them. It's just like sub-zero temperatures. But they would put them in a brine tank to flash freeze them.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they put all that salt and crap in there. That's what me and Derek was talking about. He was talking about the other day. They found a bunch of salt bags. He's a piece of shit. So I know exactly where that came off of. They got them shrimpers, you know. Them of all people are no better than to throw that crap overboard, you know.
Yeah, one thing I did learn, like, you know, I built subsea equipment for a long time. One thing I did learn was the way the BOPs worked, you know, like your alignment rams, your shear rams, all that shit, like all the way that all that works. It's all modular units too. Like you stack it on top of each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's I love working with subsea. So right now I'm in Chevron, dude. I'm doing like fucking downstream shit, degas units, making the crude oil into something. When I was working for doing all that subsea shit, I'm just worried about getting the crude oil out of the ground, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chevron takes that crude oil and turns it into products that can be sold.
Yep. The unit that we're building right now, like I said, the unit we're building right now is going to make all your enes and all your anes, your fucking propene, your ethylene, your fucking benzene, all that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And take crude oil, it's going to distill all the crude oil, make gasoline, diesel, fucking all that shit, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
But to me, man, still, I like the subsea shit, man. I mean, that's kind of what I cut my teeth on as a young inspector is all this subsea shit. I can apply it to what I'm doing now, but still, I mean,
yeah.
You talk about building a BOP or a jumper or a fucking, you know, LMRP or all that shit, dude. I do that shit with my eyes closed. Especially going offshore and checking that shit, man. That work kind of died out, man. Kind of died out for me, and like leaving out of Houston to do that. They took all that shit to Brazil, man. All the fucking big companies all went to Brazil.
I don't mind in a way.
What's his name? Fucking George Thorough or whatever the fuck his name is. George Thorogood.
Yeah.
The Delaware Astorias.
Yeah, all that Brazilian oil is fucking way cheaper than American oil. So they took all the fucking subsea shit over there.
Well, I know one thing. When that BP spill happened, it wasn't long after that. All these BP stations turned into Marathon. Yep. I don't know if they sold the Marathon or what the hell happened, but they more than likely lost their ass. You know, with the loss of
everyone banned the BP stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
And
their whole excuse
they knew things were wrong, man. It's just money.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Their director or whatever you want to call him, he was making his.
I was sick over there, like golly, man.
You know what was crazy? What was crazy? We were digging a shell. We were digging a well for a shell. They abandoned the shell. They filled it full of concrete. I mean, we were digging like it. I don't know, like fucking 6,000 feet. Like we were digging deep, like 6,000 feet of fucking drill pipe before we even hit the ground.
Nice.
And they abandoned that, and they were like, "We're going to move to a marathon well that's already established." And so the guy was telling me, the driller was telling me, like, you see way over there that buoy, like we're a mile and a half away from that buoy. We dug in the ground over here curved the drill and drilled in underneath the cement cap and started pumping out of that. And as soon as we hit that, yeah, directional drilling is what we did.
1.5 miles away out of fucking.
Yeah, fucking we curved the drill bit and fucking stuck the pipe underground. And I don't even know how deep the fucking pipe was, but once we hit it, they moved off of the well and they put a production platform there. So we were a drilling platform.
Yeah.
And but there was a marathon well, but it was crazy because from the shell well that we started digging, they come and hooked up big ass tugboats to our fucking semi-submersible rig. This is a city. I mean, like 115 people on this rig, and we're moving. I don't even know how fast we're moving, but during the meantime, like we weren't doing nothing. There was no fucking drilling going on. There was nothing. So we linked up with a shrimp boat. They brought up fucking 200 fucking pounds of fucking shrimp, and then they brought us out like the burners, the propane burners and shit. We did crawfish. We did shrimp one night. And they brought us out a bunch of non-alcoholic fucking Bush non-alcoholic beer. So we were all out there fucking drinking. I swear to God, you drink about 20 of them non-alcoholic Bush, you feel like you're drunk. We're all out there fucking cooking crawfish and shit because we're doing it on the tow, but you can't feel the rig moving at all. You know, it's moving, but you can't feel it moving. It's so fucking big.
Is that like those fucking shows on like Discovery where they float the rig? They fill the I don't know what you call them, but you know you get 4 or 3 or whatever fucking tubes.
Ballast.
Ballast, and you fill them with ballast, and they'll float the fucking float the thing over.
So when this fucking when the semi-submersibles, when they pump the ballast tanks out and they float, they look like big ass pontoon boats. They just got 2 pontoons on them. Yeah, they may have 3 tugboats pulling them, and them tugboats are wide open, fucking pulling them on big ass ropes and shit. But
that's the way jackups are too. Them legs are all the way up, and they got ballast tanks in them, and you know.
Yeah. So the thing about jackup rigs is a jackup rig can walk itself. A jackup rig can walk itself. Like you could pick up one leg and another leg and like let the current take you, put that leg down, pick up this leg, and it'll walk like a spider.
No shit.
You don't even need nobody to tow that bitch. A fucking jackup rig.
My God, that would take forever.
It does. It takes a couple weeks. Couple weeks.
Wow.
But that bitch lift up this leg, let it float, put that bitch down, fucking
the only thing bad about that is soft spots, because before they put an actual drilling rig, a jackup rig in place, there's a barge that goes out there beforehand and dumps a bunch of limestone in all that area around where it's going to be at. They dump all that limestone around to have padding. You know, that way, because that they can't get in the soft spot and get that pad, that big foot stuck in there, and that jackup rig will go over.
You got 300 foot of legs, so you get a soft spot, you just keep digging it. Yeah, your fucking jackup rig's 300 foot fucking tall. But that's when
I've directed a few out there already, put them on the spot for. I was in the keyway where the pipe, you know, the caisson would be. I was in there with my boat. Crew boat on the stern controls, putting them surveyor guys doing the GPS, and they said, right here, drop your legs now. And they slowly dropped them legs, and then you know, they had them drop, okay, but not all the way. And then that tug there would pull it that way, and they said, okay, drop. We in the spot right here. My boat was ground zero. The deck of my crew boat was ground zero.
So I was offshore, and we had a hurricane coming in, and they evacuated the rig, but some people were still on the rig, you know, like the people that were running it or whatever. But there was a hurricane coming, so they evacuated. It was a semi-submersible, so they towed it in.
George.
And that dude told me he was like, I could flip a quarter off this rig, and I can come back in 2 months and stick that drill bit on top of that quarter with GPS. He was like, I'll abandon this rig. Like, I'll abandon that whole fucking well site and everything. And I'll come back. That shit was crazy, dude. Like, you could fucking put that drill bit right back on top of a quarter from 3,000 fucking feet deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's motherfuckers out there. They know what they're doing out there. Put it that way. Don't fucking have no doubts. Like the shit that happens, and we have the big BP oil spill, all that bullshit. Those motherfuckers know what they're doing. George, man, what's up, George? TDO baby, look at that.
Hey, did someone say poo?
Put TDO.
His job kicked his ass, he said.
Yeah. He's telling us that I think he put in 15 hours, I think, today.
Yeah.
And
how far does he drive to drop his drop the cement? I mean, 15 hours. Does he do multiple loads, or is he doing?
Yeah, I'm sure he does, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he got to put some sugar in that truck. Get that fucking concrete good. Damn, I hear another fuck train coming. Chris, next time I'm live and my little girl's boyfriend's over here, dude, I want you to give him some shit.
Well, what's he do?
Well, he's the one that's gonna go to the military. He's gonna do some branch of the military.
Your little brother. I'm sorry. You say your little brother. You mean
no? My little girl's boyfriend.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, this motherfucker needs to. I'll tell you, the recruiters, they're fucking salesmen. Okay. Yeah. And I love the Marine Corps, but recruiters are fucking salesmen. Their job is to fucking get people in the fucking Marine Corps, just like the Army, Navy, and whatever. You fucking take your ass fab, you get a score, and from that score you can get certain jobs. It's like, don't say, oh, you'd be good for don't fall for the recruiter saying you'd be great for this job, or you'd love this. No. If you want to learn a fucking trade and you take an ass fab, I
gotta push me. Hold on.
Motherfucker, fuck train. But depending on the job you get, you might have to do more than 4 years. You might have to do 5 years or 6 years. But no, take your ass fab. If you have a technical fucking skill you want to fucking learn, they'll fucking teach you everything. It's fucking amazing. Meteorology, fucking air traffic control, fucking Marine Corps doesn't have medical. That's the Navy. But
the Navy's got the best hurricane tracking system in the world.
Yeah, definitely. If he has a direction he wants to go, or just being a veteran, just serving as a veteran is a fucking bonus. But if you learn a fucking skill, I was in infantry. Okay, they taught me how to fucking shoot things. And I scored well beyond that. But I wanted the toughest job. I wanted a challenge. I knew what I wanted to do afterwards. It didn't matter what job I had, so I picked the toughest job that was in the Marine Corps, and that was infantry. Or the most challenging, not the toughest. But it's there's so many opportunities out there in the military. And
I want you to talk to him though, Chris. I want you to fucking talk to him like a drill sergeant. Like, boy, you know what you. I want you to get on the.
Okay, first of all,
this kid's like 6'8". He's like 115 pounds, dude.
Yeah, that is a tall boy.
He's a tall son of a bitch, man.
Well, first of all, in the Marine Corps, with drill instructors, not drill sergeants. That's Army.
Well,
but,
right. Yeah. I know about as much as fucking Full Metal Jacket taught me. That's all I know.
Dude, I signed up. I didn't even see that movie, and then I signed up. And I went to the Navy, then the Army. I went to a military school when I was a kid, and that was all Army. And it was like junior ROTC, and it fucking sucked. So I fucking hated the Army. So I tried Navy. I went to the Navy recruiter first, and I'm like, I want to be, something to do with guns or whatever. And this guy was a fag, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to the Marine Corps. And so I signed up for the Marine Corps, and then like 3 months later, I was going like in 5 months. I signed up in January. I didn't go till March. So I think it was probably February. My fucking parents, I came home, and my parents are watching Full Metal Jacket, and I'm like, oh my fuck, and I sit down and start watching it, and I started watching this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? What the fuck did I just join? Because Full Metal Jacket and boot camp fucking scene, that's the way it was. It was insane. And I don't know if you ever seen that movie, but Full Metal Jacket was.
I have. It's been many, many years ago, but I've seen it.
It was crazy. It's you get there, and for the first, it's 3 months. I broke my foot the 2.5 month in, so I stayed 5 months, and I had to redo training. But yeah, up until a month in, you're like, what the fuck did I do? And it's like, what? It's like, you do it for the challenge. You do it because you have a goal and you want to fight. So, it's just a thing you do. But it gets to a point, it's like, why did I sign that motherfucking contract? Because that's what it is. It's a contract. But anyway, it was what it was. It was great. I enjoyed it. And it paid off in rewards tenfold.
Nah, that's. I mean, dude, he's a good kid and shit. I don't know if he knows what he's getting himself into, but
Well,
I just want to see. I want to see personally. I want to see like how he's gonna react to fucking big swole motherfucker like you just bark because that's what's gonna happen, right?
Oh, you get into boot camp, yeah. Well, your first year, you go to boot camp, then their fucking drill instructors are crazy on your ass, and then you think you graduated after 3 months of that shit, and you go to your base or your unit, and you're just a fucking new pissant cunt, and they're like, no, motherfucker, it's like, no, you don't have weekends off. You're fucking working this weekend. You're working every motherfucking weekend. And until you're like 2 years in, 2.5 years in, and you have new guys that replaced your new ass, then you might have a weekend off, once a month or some shit like that. But no, it's great training. Like I say, you don't make a lot of money. Well, you do nowadays compared to when I did. When I was in, but it just gives you an example of it lets you see life. It lets you see life in a different way, and you can respect the United States and respect how many freedoms that you have, and all that shit. It is what it is. I'm sorry, I'm drunk.
The structure that it gives you.
I mean? Structure. Yeah,
that's admirable. That's why I'm not religious at all. I don't even believe in God, but I believe that I'm patriotic like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it, man. I'll fucking fight for the death of this fucking country. I'll fight. I've never met any of you here, but I'll fucking fight for the death of you, or the death of me, for any of you. If it came to that, if I needed to do what I needed to do, I would fight to the death to protect any of you. And
like I said before, man, if I could take where I'm at right now at 41 years old, and I could go back and do it, I think I would do it, man. I would do it just for the experience. You know what I mean? Like
it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. I don't mean any disrespect by this, Randy, at all. There's a lot of people that. I mean, no disrespect by this. There's a lot of people that say that, Randy, but it's like. You can't relive your youth. You did what you did. You do what you do, and look at you. You got a job, and there's only 300 people in this country that have your job. So you fucking did something, and you got on the right track, and you did what you did. You don't need to serve in the military to do that. I think it's good for people that don't have direction and shit like that. I gotta plug my fucking iPad in. But there's no disrespect. I don't. If someone hasn't served, that doesn't mean shit to me. I don't put you on a list.
It wouldn't.
But God knows I've worked on enough Navy ships and helped build them and bring them into fruition. I can't even say it. Damn, I'm drunk. Didn't even know it.
It wouldn't even be that though, Chris. It would be like just me wanting to know, like personally, like what I could take. You know what I mean? Like, could I take it? I would never know that because I never was in it. You know what I mean?
My dad served in the Navy in World War II, and my uncle on my mom's side, he went through 3 tours of Vietnam, and he was also in the Navy before he went to the Army. He
Right.
retired Army, and that was him, though. I mean, it has nothing to do with me, but
Hey, I hear everything you're saying, Randy, and I'm kind of lagging here. My fucking internet's lagging, but I heard what you said, and I agree with you 100%. You know, the challenge. Can I give all this? Let me try to reboot my shit, and I'm going to join in a second. Okay.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just be curious. Like, could I take it? You know what I mean? Like,
where'd
would
he
I be a
go?
fucking complete failure? He shouldn't reboot his
Oh,
laptop, whatever.
okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, could I take that shit? You know,
Oh, I'm sure you could, man.
just curious. I feel like I could, but I don't know because I never done it before. But that's just the doubt that I have. You know.
Yeah.
But
Like,
that you're talking about you when you were younger, right? Like at 18 or whatever.
yeah, I'm talking about if I know I couldn't do it now. Yeah, I'd be fucked. Well, I couldn't do it now because I have a lot of injuries. I mean, I got fucking 16 pins holding my fucking left leg together, and there's no way I could be able to make it through that shit without breaking something or hurting something. But
Yeah.
if I could go back in time, you know, like I'd just be curious if I could.
My brothers, both of them, were at the age to be drafted, like in the late 60s. And my oldest brother tried to enlist, and he had had a bad back injury years earlier, and they wouldn't take him. And then my brother that was right up under him, he's 8 years older than me, my middle brother, and his number was coming up, and that's when they quit. They quit the draft, and so he never had to go. And me, I mean, there's been a lot of wars, of course, since then, but hell, I was already married, but babies of my own, and they never had to worry about a draft or anything. If I was going to go, I'd want to go on my own accord, not be told I had to go. You know what I'm saying? But my dad knew his number was coming up. That's when he enlisted in the Navy. He didn't want no part of the Army, so he went to the Navy.
Well, if for whatever reason, if they ever reinstated the draft, and my number got called, I would go definitely because now
You're still young enough to where if things got bad enough, they would call people your age. Hell, if it got bad enough, they could call people my age. I wouldn't do them much good, but they could.
Well, shit, I look at the motherfuckers in the Ukraine. You know what I mean? Like all men, regardless of age, you got to go. You know, but I'm just saying, like it's always been like a morbid curiosity to me. Like, would I be able to survive? I mean, would I be able to accomplish? I mean, like, would I be able to finish that shit? Would I be? Shit, I may get in there and a motherfucker like Chris starts screaming in my face, "You fucking pussy motherfucker!" I may be like, "I give up."
Or fucking
Texas, boy, I don't know 2 things that come from Texas. That's stairs and queers.
Stairs and queers. Like, goddamn, I quit. I quit.
Yeah,
it might happen.
So I was in so like I said, boot camp is 3 months. When I was in, it was 12 weeks, 3 months, and once you're done, you fucking graduate. So this first month, second month, the third month we went to the rifle range. We already had our rifles, but that's when they gave us real ammo and we qualified, the 500 yards and all that shit with our rifle. And it was on the march back. I think it was a 10-mile march back. I fucking got a stress fracture in my foot, and I lasted another week. I knew it was fucked up, but I lasted another week, and I had to it wouldn't fit in my boot anymore, so I had to fucking report it. But getting back to being, that was a self story. Randy, what did you just say? Sorry, I'm fucked up.
No, I'm just saying, like,
if you could do it.
Curiosity.
I got it. So I was in 1st Battalion so I went to Paris Island. There's 2 different basic training. It's either in Paris Island or San Diego. So I was on
You was a Marine then, huh?
Yeah. We were in Hollywood Marine. So I was in 1st Battalion for 2 months and fucking 2 weeks, and then I broke my foot. I went into a medical rehabilitation battalion. That's when you get a cast on. You still fucking train, but you only train what you can with a broken whatever limb you have. But then when I graduated, I went to 3rd Battalion, graduated there. So I went to 3 different battalions, and there was never anyone that quit. In any of you don't just go there and quit.
No.
Because if you do quit, they'll fucking shit you out, and you'll seen anyone. I'm sorry. Did I refresh?
Yeah.
You're
I'm sorry. I have cracked internet tonight. But
I watched some old movies like World War II era, and the guys that quit, or what I think it was World War II. They put them in baby blue uniforms and sent them home to where everybody knew that they were quitters. I don't know if that's true or factual, but the movie portrayed it that way.
It might have been done, and like I say, I apologize for having crap internet, but that might have been done back in the day. But no,
I want to say around World War II, they sent them back in baby blue pajamas for the most part, and everybody knew when they got off the bus they were not deserters, but just quitters, and they were shunned.
Yeah, they were being cowards for the rest of their life.
Yeah, cowards.
And it is what it is. It's like It's a fucking different thing, man. And I don't know the other branches, but I know the Marines. But it doesn't mean you're a coward. It just means it wasn't right for you.
Right.
There are plenty. I'm sure there. And I understand what you're saying, Russ. And about the movie, and they put these guys.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah, they put them in blue pajamas.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they could have been. I'm sure, there are people like that didn't make it in the military. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you're not a man. It doesn't mean anything.
Sure.
But it doesn't mean that those people weren't, those guys weren't good fathers. Because the military isn't made for everyone.
No, man. Look at all the high rate of suicides going on of vets. It's like, man, it messes with a lot of them. What do they call it? PSD or whatever?
Yeah, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. But I think it's one suicide every 20 minutes from a military.
Sorry, guys. I had to go get my own beers. So evidently Christy ain't listening to her text messages. So I had to go get my own beers.
I would think. I mean, I've never experienced it, so I can't really talk. But I can't imagine. I mean, you're trained to kill, really. And if you get in a situation where you're just wiping people out, I don't know. It don't seem like the human brain is really designed to handle that much of it, and then you come out of it and like, how do you feel good about that, But
well, let me ask you this, and I just had to put my my cat down last week, and so I had her for 9 years, and since Russ, you and I are talking about it, I'll ask you, and anyone else can chime in, of course.
Yeah.
Well, what's the longest pet you had that you had to put down, or you saw die in front of you, or died?
Quite a few of them. We had a cat. My wife had a cat. I think it was 15 or 16 years old, and we had to take it to the vet to put it to sleep. He was getting ready to die.
So, and like I said, I don't want to be a dick, but I'm not trying to get into long drawn stories, and I should have said that before. But how bad did you feel when you had to put down the longest pet that you had in your life? How bad? And do you still remember that animal?
Oh yeah, sure.
So what, you got these guys going over that are fucking 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And they're seeing their buddy. They're seeing their leader. They had this leader that they fucking looked up to. Oh, he's fucking bulletproof, whatever. He'll never get killed. And he gets killed. Or they see one of their buddies get fucking blown up into parts. Yeah, that's got to fucking put a toll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there ain't no way around it, man. Our brain can't handle that, that much of it.
I guess what I was trying to correlate it was to try to try to think, we love our fucking pets and I love mine, but you got your pets and then you got humans, okay?
Sure.
And you have that relationship between the two. Like I say, you
Yeah.
put your cat down, you put your dog down, or your buddy gets blown up into parts. It's a huge, just putting your pet to sleep is fucking traumatic. Let alone seeing your buddy fucking get blown up.
Oh, I know, man. I know.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be something else.
My wife, she went through. I don't know how she even got through it all, but her oldest daughter and her grandchildren was murdered by her daughter's husband. And I'm talking about a little 1-year-old boy. He went in there and shot him in the head like 3 times. Went in there and shot a 9-year-old girl to unload it on her, popped another clip, and shot her daughter multiple times in the chest. She drowned on her own blood. Then he blowed his brains up. That was actually on HBO. And how my wife handles that today, I have no idea. It's like, God, I could not handle that. My own kids,
I could spend a year with someone that did that. And it's like, give them adrenaline, keep them alive, keep fucking torturing them. That's, Russ, I can't believe that. That's insane.
I've showed y'all pictures of what Trina looked like just 10 short years ago with me. And that has aged her big time. It really has. It's taken its toll on her.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah. Man, how do you mentally cope with that?
That's pure.
She's strong. She's
I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it on this live, but Christy's dad's a Vietnam vet, and the things that he's told me, man, like to me, like that's unfathomable. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even imagine some of the shit he went through as a POW Vietnam vet. Like some of the craziest shit you ever fucking heard in your life. I'm not gonna get into it. But that's another thing that your perseverance.
That was Serena 10 years ago, and now today she has aged so much in 1 decade, and that was before that happened. That just completely changed her.
That's definitely that's some crazy shit you just told me, Russ.
Yeah. It's actually on an HBO special. I can't remember the name of it. She's got it recorded, but she won't watch it. We both watched it together. And
everybody
I wish I wouldn't have watched that, but we did.
And everybody was telling me like the shit that happened to me. That everybody was telling me like you're gonna have PTSD after this shit. Yeah, I never did.
Yeah. Well, like my uncle that did 3 tours in Vietnam and Navy. Man, that shit didn't bother him at all. Or if it did, you'd never know it. Now he did drink heavy, but he had a photo of him in his living room. I had to house sit his house one week. He flew to Tucson, and while he was gone, he wanted me to come and get his mail and check his house every day, and I did. I was in his living room, and there was a photo album. It wasn't hid. It wasn't in a box. I pulled it out, and I could not believe what I was seeing, man. It was Viet Cong with their heads laid open, brains coming out with their penis in their mouth. I mean, picture after picture. He loved that shit. Yeah. I was like, dude, there's something wrong with you, is all I can say. But he hated them that much because he's seen so much death over there, But
I've seen the World War II pictures, and the Chinese. The Chinese is great and powerful nowadays, and everyone's worried about China, everything. The Japanese treated the Chinese like an Aryan would treat a fucking Negro or some shit like that. The Japanese fucking destroyed the Chinese. They like you said, they ran over them with fucking tanks. They fucking butt their fucking skulls open. And they were all Asian, but yet. They fucking hated they thought they were superior to the Chinese.
Yeah.
There must have been a confusing war. I can't tell them apart.
Oh, confusion says. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I never experienced all that, to be honest with you. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't take that path. I did go to an Air Force recruiter at one point when I was still real young, 19 or 20, and I was married. Me and her talked about it. I said, what do you think about me going to the Air Force? And I was able body, and I was at the right weight. I was already working out in the gym and running what they required me to run in boot camp. I was already doing everything that I would have done in boot camp.
Right.
And I've changed my mind after I said I'm not going to do it, and I backed out, and kind of glad I did. I was mainly wanting to go there to learn like a high tech job or whatever.
Yeah.
Air Force is like the least. They don't really fight, you know what I'm saying? But they are a support sector, to support all the other branches. And that's
Air Force is the hardest sector to get into. Right? You can't have no visible tattoos.
I could have got in. But I changed my mind right there at the end. I just backed out. So no, I'm not going to do that.
I heard in the Air Force. I heard in the Air Force, you can't. If you have ever swallowed in your past life, you can't join the Air Force. But if you spit it out, you can join the Air Force.
My wife was in the Air Force, Trina. She was in the Air Force.
I work with the.
She swallows or spits it out. It's been a while.
I work with the fucking. Yeah, I work with the CB right now. This dude was in the Navy. He was a CB. I work with him right now. And he gets on to me on the radio because I say 10-4. He's like, you don't say 10-4. We're not fucking truck drivers. You say copy or Roger. Like, get the fuck out of here. All day long on the radio. Like, I'll be like 10-4 or fucking, I'll say something, whatever. He's like, you're not a truck driver. You don't say 10-4. I'm like,
Karina's youngest daughter, she was in the CD. She went to Afghanistan, and she was in the heavy equipment over there or something. But you would never knew it, man. Looking at her, she don't look too tight, but she did. She's tough, man. She's tough. She raised tough girls.
I'm just saying, like, I know I can't do it now, but given the chance when I was a kid, when I was young, I want to see if I could endure that,
I wish we all, like you just say, Randy, I have all those wishes. Everyone does. I wish I can go back to a certain date or whatever. I wish when I was 31, I didn't start going out with that fucking Secret Service chick. Because first of all, all chicks that go out with the cops are fucking horrible, okay? And I went out with a fucking girl cop, Secret Service agent, and she fucking ruined my life. Just saying. We can all go back and do things, say things, but we all. And it doesn't matter what we've all done. We've all seen, every one of us on the screen, I'm sure, has been through a traumatic instance or instances through their fucking childhood. So what's to say that we aren't more special than fucking our military? It's not just our military forces that go through fucking stress and in these things. Everyone on this screen, Randy, we talk a little bit, but it's like, everyone here has been through something traumatic. I'm not talking about, it doesn't have to be sexual or battered or something like this, but we've all been through, a different upbringing, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everyone here has been through traumatic circumstances, except for Boo, because he has that fucking HUD cam on his head.
he looks so fucking three CPO over here. Fucking Boo's greatest fucking downfall was whenever the gator ate his fucking marshmallow or something. I'm fucking with you.
When I was a lot younger, way younger, I used to think about doing stuff like that, but I never did. But Navy SEAL, stuff like that, them real badasses, it's like, damn, that'd be cool. You think it'd be cool until you're really out there in it, then it maybe ain't so cool after all,
Oh, I wanted to go in the Army. They wouldn't take me. I was 4F. They didn't even try to go in the Marines. The guy in the guy in the Army said, man, I said, I want to get in the service. He said, nobody's going to take you. You're 4F. Your back's too messed up. He says, I tell you, he said the easiest one to get into is the Navy. I went to the Navy and no. They wouldn't have me either. I'm like, damn. So then I tried the Coast Guard, So finally, Yeah, I wanted to go in as an officer on the Coast Guard though. So, or junior officer, and
I'm saluting you.
they said, okay, you know, we'll take you like you are, no problem, but we just don't have an opening right now. So, man, by the time they called me, I had got married, had a kid, you know, all that. So, hey, what do I do? You know, no, I can't. You know, sorry. You know, y'all kind of waited a little too long, or I started too early. One of the two.
Yeah.
Shit, bro, you can get in the Cajun Navy. You can get in the Cajun Navy right away. As soon as we flood down here in
And
Texas.
I would be the captain. I would be the admiral in the Cajun Navy.
Hey, I'm telling you, that fucking Cajun Navy, don't fuck around. Like when we flood over here in Texas, they send recruits.
They showed up. Yeah, they showed up in Mississippi, New Orleans. They went all over the damn place. Hey, when we had that 2016 flood, you know, Denham Springs, Walker, East Baton Rouge. Man, the Cajun Navy was all over that. We were working on boats for Harvey.
Fuck, I'm frozen.
Me and Johnny, we were working on boats to get to Harvey.
Okay. I was going to say, boo, just like Forrest Gump, you could be a shrimpo captain.
Yeah.
No, I used to be a Coast Guard licensed captain, 100 ton. You know, small gun, 100 ton.
Yep.
Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. It's already 11 o'clock, and I'm tired. We had to go there and shoot that, and my eyes are getting heavier by the minute.
Yep.
That's cool, Russ. Because man, dude, you're freaking me out with that fucking Jimmy Buffett costume one.
Shoot, I used to look like this all the time, man. But it was T-shirts. I ordered a Jimmy Buffett concert shirt from 1982, and they ain't even shipped it yet. I'm like, crap. So I had to go up here to Surf Style over the weekend and buy me a $60 freaking shirt, you know. Went to Walmart, they ain't got them. Nobody had them. I said, I guess I know where to get them. I said, it's gonna be expensive though, so that's where I went. But it's made by Rip Curl, you know.
I bet Russ fucking cringed every second of spending $60 on a shirt for a video.
Oh, I'll keep wearing it. I like it.
Oh yeah, it looks good on you, but I'm sure
good, man. You look good. You really do. I never would have ever thought that I ever seen you wearing puka shells.
But I'm gonna say, Russ is gonna fucking tell a story about how he has spent $60 on that fucking shirt for the rest of his life.
I told Tarina, I said, I hope that video does well to pay back for this shirt, if nothing else. The video itself didn't cost much money. It's just burgers, you know.
You should have got one of them Uncle Steve shirts, the parrots and the fucking Uncle
I've
Steve.
seen that. Somebody had a picture of Kent yesterday on Facebook holding that little trophy. And I'm like, damn, there's me a shirt right there. Uncle Steve's all over it. It's a good looking shirt, though.
Yeah, I never felt so uncomfortable in my life until we went over to Uncle Steve's house and fucking he put an Uncle Steve's blanket and Christy was snuggled up with an Uncle Steve's pillow and it's him doing that.
Hey, Randy, wait till you see the opening of this video I'm doing. When I first come on after the little intro, I'm wearing a Hawaiian lei and some white sunglasses. Yeah, that's how I open it. Then I take that off. That's the last time I'll wear it in the video.
Look at Cant. Cant said fucking Chris makes it look gay.
What did he say? Agreed, Christy, but Chris.
Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Later.
What are we?
Later, chat.
What are we talking about?
You're still up, Randy. I figure you got to work tomorrow.
Are you talking about this?
It's Monday. Everybody knows I do a show on Monday, so
yeah.
Hey, Russ.
I'd hang along, but I'm tired. All right, guys. Later.
Russ, hold on. Oh, crap.
Ask him the question, Boo. He probably still listening.
Oh, he might be. Russ, you know a guy named Brian Schultz in Ocean Springs? Cam operator. Big away in town out of his house and all that.
Yeah, just wait to see if he responds.
Yeah, if he's listening, he'll type.
I
met him a couple days ago.
Can you hear me or am I frozen?
No, you're good.
You're good.
Okay. What did Kent say? Agreed, Christy, but Chris makes it look gay. Are we talking about my head cap. What are we talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, he's saying gay Undertaker, so
Come on, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Hey,
I just look that way.
Yeah, I just want to
I'm not,
let
I'm not
everyone
gay.
know
I
I'm
just
not
have
gay.
Nelly tendencies.
I don't even like looking at my. I'm not gay. That's funny.
I got a bandana around my neck. I can't say nothing about gay. I look like
Dude,
fucking.
that I saw it when I saw
Cowboy.
that. I'm like, send in the gimp because you got a fucking choker on, man. That's
So, but you're not gay, but your boyfriend is, right?
damn.
Yeah, I'm not gay. Yeah,
Oh, Chris Rowe.
he sucks my dick. That don't make me gay.
As long as you don't participate, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I never yawn in front of a man. Fuck it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
When I had 25% of that boy in Alabama, had this guy. He said he was in the Marines and all that. All the Marines, the old veterans, used to come in. And then this guy says, I was in the Marines and all. Well, a buddy of mine walked in. One of my cousins, actually, he was full blown Marine. You can tell too. And he was like, "What company you was in? What division? What unit? Where'd you go? Paris Island or Pendleton?" He was like, "I don't want to talk about it. You know, I'm shell shocked. I don't want to talk about it." He said, "You ain't a Marine." And then that day, he was like, "That damn Boudreaux set his cousin up to ask me all them questions." He said, "Look at him in that cowboy hat, broke back looking motherfucker." I went up to him and I stomped a mud hole in his butt. He wasn't no Marine. If he was a Marine, he'd have stomped a mud hole in my butt.
How do you feel about that shit, Chris? You see them fake valor videos and shit. How do you feel about that?
All right, first of all, I'll say when someone says stomp a mud hole in my shit, that sounds gay. Okay.
I did too. I beat the shit out of him. Don't call me queer. Don't tell me just because I'm wearing a cowboy hat, I look like I'm Brokeback Mountain.
I'm not clear. I'm just
This whole conversation just took a fucking right hand turn right now. Hey,
No,
y'all
you were
notice
talking about blowjobs.
Liberty?
You know, you guys blowing each other a while ago, but you didn't participate.
Hey, Randy, it's time to pick up one of those buttons, one of those straps off.
Yeah.
My, you talking about my screensaver? Is that what you're saying?
What's a gay horse eat?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey,
hey.
Stolen Valor. Yeah, no. I've seen there's some Navy SEAL that does Stolen Valor videos or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't. He's kind of a fucking weirdo. I don't care much for him, but yeah, no. Anyone that does Stolen Valor, that's fucking bullshit. If you haven't fucking represented, I had a motherfucker. He was wearing Marine Corps stuff, like a Marine Corps shirt and shorts and camouflage shit, but it was Marine Corps shirt. I'm like, "Oh, you in the Marines?" "Oh no, I was never in the Marines. I just have, they'll say, oh, I have a great respect for them, and it could be any branch, whatever. Oh yeah, I have great respect for them, so I wore it. And my father was, and I was like, if you weren't a Marine, you shouldn't even be wearing a Marine shirt. That's how little I feel. Let alone if you fucking wear a badge or a fucking ribbon or a medal or any shit like that. No, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that I went through something like that when my nephew first got into the Marine Corps. He sent me a shirt from the gift shop over in California, and I put it on. Well, I liked it. He sent it to me, right? It said Marine Corps. Forgot what it said, but it's United Marine Corps. And but I've had service guys come to me and shake my hand and say, "Thank you for your service." Like, no, I'm never in the service.
No, and I don't mean it that way. I mean guys that go and buy a Marine Corps, and I totally understand that. But I meant guys that go and buy a Marine Corps shirt,
Right?
For themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You had, I was the Marine. I gave yeah, I had different Marine Corps shirts that I gave to my family, whatever, and that's cool. It's like, oh no, my brother's Marine Corps, whatever, and no, that's cool. But when someone wears something, they go and buy something, and they're perpetrating the fraud. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but
I'm breaking up.
it was three service guys, three Air Force guys come up to me at the grocery store and thanking me for my service, man. I had to explain, no, man, this is something my nephew sent me. He's in the Marine Corps. Yeah, I just felt weird, man.
Yeah, I got fatigues. I got fatigues that I bought from the Army surplus store, and I was wearing them for a wedding. There was a wedding that was going on. Like, so I bought these camouflage fatigues and shit. And I was wearing them, and people were like, like people are gonna fucking come up to you and say that you're fake valor. I had a beard at the time and shit. Like, you don't wear that fucking uniform without fucking clean shaven soldier and shit. I was like, bro, this is fucking some shit that I'm wearing for a wedding. I wear it one time. I wore it, hunting a couple times, but
that's fine.
Yeah, I bought it from a Marine surplus store.
Army surplus, because we don't wear fatigues. We wear.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. I fucked it up. I fucked it.
Well, you said fatigues right with the Army at first, but then you fucked up. That's all right. No, like I said, I'm freezing up. I don't know if I'm freezing up now. And I want to say to you, Simon, it's like, yeah, if it's a gift, that's cool. But if you go and buy a shirt and try to pose, fuck you, motherfucker.
I never do that.
Hey, you look perfect, Chris. You're not freezing up at all on my end.
Okay, it is on my fucking iPad because I spend $1,500 fucking dollars a year on fucking Wi-Fi, and the shit freezes up. I got 2 bars. That's great. $1,500 fucking dollars a year, and I get.
Fuck you, internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't got that Starlink, huh? You ain't got that Starlink yet. You ain't fucking caved into Elon Musk's bullshit.
I live in the valley too. I'm in New Hampshire. I live in the valley between 2 mountains, so it's like, yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah. You need like a really tall antenna.
Yeah.
Well, look, all bullshit aside, I fucking appreciate y'all coming on tonight and everything, right. But I do gotta end this. Hang out for a second, Chris. Boo. Sign us out, man.
All right, I can do that. Well, appreciate you having me up. I know I wasn't participating too much, but working on some microphones that I got to get out by tomorrow. So,
yeah.
I brought a couple of them. So. All right, well, y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe, be that way, stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming through. I gotta go to work, so fuck my life. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end it, but appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah.
If you would, fucking hit a thumbs up. Fucking shit. Watch the replay. Leave negative comments. I don't give a shit. Just,
I have 20 channels. I can give all thumbs down.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey,
put the collection, man.
All feedback is positive feedback, even if it's thumbs down. You know what I mean? All right, Boo, Simon, Chris, everybody in the chat, y'all take it easy, man. I gotta end this stream now because I'm about to piss on myself. Adios, everybody.
Good night, all.
Later.